There he is, the first contestant in the second semi-final. Will the light shine bright on him? Not that bright, but you know, it's alright. Foggy, take our energy. That's the spirit in the chat. That's the theme for today. He said, I didn't sleep that much. I was really excited after yesterday's games. He is the only player left in this tournament who is undefeated. 2-1 over WFZ, 2-0 over TH, 3-0 over Romantic. Every other player has lost a game at the until now.
A series?
A series, exactly. And on Nettie's 85% in Night Elf Mirror. That is insane statistics.
And, well, let's hope we can keep them this high and maybe even improve on them a little. How does he look?
A little tired. He said, yeah, I was so excited I couldn't sleep. Maybe I need secret weapon. And I asked, what's the secret weapon? Neil, coffee, he said. Check on the other side. He's here with his family. We mentioned this before, wife and daughter. It was quite an upset. Not that he survived the group stage. It was a very weak group for him with Fly, So-In, and Orc Worker. But that he defeated Lawlight. Almost nobody expected that. Lawlight was, I don't want to say stubborn, but very limited in his tactical choices, though. Czech had a lot of variation in his play.
Mm-hmm. I saw Lawlight earlier. It seemed like he was forcing a smile out of himself. I asked him how he was, and he was like, good, but didn't sound so good.
At the breakfast, he said, I'm noob. I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, and after a moment, he said, but so many mistakes. And I was like, oh, come on, man, you know. You win some, you lose some. But then he left. That defeat hurt him. You said he was expecting to go through to the semis, but it was this man. The man here with his wife and his daughter, Chaewon, after which he has named his account. And for him, stats are looking quite a bit worse. He has been looking not as impressive as Foggy, who seems to be the star of this tournament so far.
Yeah.
But he surprised us yesterday already.
He lost his first game to So-In, but he defeated Orc Worker and then got his revenge to advance into the playoffs, and there 3-1, as you saw. He is the most experienced player in Warcraft history. He played his first tournament in 2003. That was the first televised Korean pro gaming tournament for Warcraft 3. And since then, he has been around. He made a little expedition into StarCraft 2, but that's long gone. Foggy bans Turtle Rock. Czech bans Echo Isles. We are left with Terranas, Twisted, Amazonia, and Ancient Isles, but we start on Last Refuge. And this is certainly a map where we do not expect Bear Mirror.
Yeah, we see a lot of talents here, a lot of range, a lot of pushes as well. And if we want to go into the maps a little more specifically, Echo, very decent fast expansion map. Turtle Rock, very bad. So it looks like Czech does not want to have to deal with some fast expansion kind of play, whereas Foggy would certainly like to go there. And Foggy said yesterday, well, you know, some special strategies, got some stuff planned. So right. I certainly expect to see some other strats than just standard Bear Mirror, and that's of course exactly what we want. We saw a lot of that. It seems enough of that yesterday already. I imagine Foggy's gonna be the guy to dictate the pace. Czech is gonna be the guy to react. But who is gonna be the stronger player? If you go by anyone's expectation, it seems to be Foggy, but this is an easy trap to fall into. Here we go. First map. LR will be starting in a moment. As far as their last few encounters go, by the way, they have been won by Foggy. They played in September twice, and it was 2 wins for Foggy in best of 3s. The last time they played before those was very long ago, last year in fact, so that can't be taken into account too much. Czech also met other high-level Night Elf players in his way here in the second qualifier where he qualified, playing against Moon and... Who was the other guy? I think he played Moon twice. Yeah, he played him in the upper and in the grand final and lost both of them. But, and that of course all doesn't sound too great for his mirror, but on his way here he defeated Lawlight and he looked pretty damn strong doing so. And as you said earlier, Foggy so far has only played humans and we all know he is incredibly strong against those. But how is his mirror matchup? And I'm already feeling lighthearted because... What is this game, dude? We have 0 Demon Hunters. We have a Warden, we have a Potom coming for Foggy, and Jack is totally expecting this, and he's going for a Keeper first in a Night Elf Mirror.
That's not like unpredictable here. Foggy, this strategy is known by him. When he qualified for GCS the first time, he had to overcome Colorful. And of course that day he had to play on Neddies, which is a ping disadvantage, or was a ping disadvantage for him. That meant Huntress are easier to micro, and he decided to go for mass hunts with the Potom, and he made it work. That is more than a year ago, more than 1.5 years ago. And Jack is going for Potom now as well.
Yeah, he cancelled it. So that must be a neutral hero, right?
Yeah.
Or is he seriously? Did he seriously misclick? Don't tell me that he misclicked, okay? I don't want to think about that. We have seen some late heroes before, which seem to be very weird. First, Wisp will be lost. Jack denies it into the creeps, however.
Both go for Huntresses. This is mass Huntress.
The Potom is finishing. He actually just made the Potom late.
Whoa.
What?
It's weird.
It's not going to result in anything bad for him, because he wasn't, you know, he didn't look for denying creeping and didn't look for creeping himself. So in the end, it's going to be double Potom.
Yep.
Double Potom.
Only 1 Engine of War for Foggy, though. This is not mass Huntress, as far as we could see from the main. And on the other side, we have double Engine of War.
Yeah. Oh, awesome, dude. I've seen double Potom once this year. It was on a game on Twisted Meadows. And that was already so crazy. Obviously, lots of Huntresses involved, lots of fighting, lots of skirmishing, very little creeping. The Tier 2 tech has already started. Jack is staying on Tier 1 and will be staying on Tier 1 for a long time, with mass production and barely any lumber to work with.
Foggy has to deal with a lot of pressure, though. Of course, with 2 Engines of War, you produce twice as fast as your opponent, so... But Dryads will be the counter, and that's what Foggy is going for at the moment. His base is walled off, so he can hide there if he wants to, if there's too much pressure.
And if he can have the time, if he is able to, or if he fears a push coming, he can also go for glaives early, and if they're protected behind the Moonwells, they're really good against opposing Huntresses. In the back already, there's an AP coming up for Foggy, so he is expecting a push. But so far, no glaives.
They're also really far in the back. Like, this can't be reached from here. Can't be attacked by Jack's bouncing glaives or anything.
And he can't see it unless he has Ultra Vision. Does he have? Yeah, he does have.
Yeah. I think that's fairly normal to go for Ultra Vision very early on.
Very cheap upgrade. 50-50 only. So, more and more hunts coming over. We have 3 by now. Yeah, for Jack. And he's still staying on Tier 1. We have a Wisp as well. So maybe some push here by him with some APs.
Push, yeah, but you can like build glaive throwers against that and hide them behind that base. I don't know if that's the best strategy for Jack.
Yeah, this is very weird. By the way, 0 experience so far in this game between Cathris Starsong and Mira Whitemane.
The game is 5 minutes old, man. Does the appearance for Jack, that's big, because every unit can be in Shadow Meld, and you don't want...
Oh, maybe a surround here towards the
Foggy
bottom.
is really good in dodging those surrounds, usually, especially in Undead versus Night Elf. But, good position here for Jack to keep the bottom away from the base. Doesn't have a staff, but okay, he gives up that position. Going for creeping now at the High Priest, which is certainly a good item here with the consumable. Especially, like, the wards would be good, illusions would be really good. And this is the first experience after 5 minutes.
Next to the tavern, going for a second hero, that is the Beastmaster. Of course, Quillbeast and the Hawk, both amazing against mass hunts and also against glaives, should they come in later. Second Ancient of War for Foggy is almost finished. With that, he'll be able to take out the Merc Camp, which is where he is moving right now. But if Jack comes from the north, that can be a dangerous creep check because he has quite the big force here with 6 Huntresses. He's going to go for a little bit more creeping though, and nice Wisp scouting from Foggy. Did he see it? I think he did because it's moving over, but also good Huntress movement. We'll see a possible creep check coming in and will distract as well. And now we have a hero level advantage for Jack.
True that. The Searing Arrow, the strongest arrow or the strongest orb in the game on like damage-wise. 10 damage per shot. 20 and 30 on level 2 and level 3. That can make a big difference. There's no Demon Hunter here. Engine of Lore is coming and Archers. So Foggy decides to go for piercing damage to support the Quillbeasts.
And we have glaives coming for Jack in his base. We have 2 already, 2 more coming. Damage upgrades as well. but only tier 1 for him.
The glaives are parked. They will not be helping anytime soon. Uses the Wand of Illusion for creeping now, tanks the damage on the bottom illusion, and gets level 2.3 if there's no last hit coming.
Snares here, so far only on check units. There we go, now going towards Foggy as well. This Huntress will just barely get away.
Nice micro-white check.
But if he repels the Korean here, he should have the space and time to go for the Mercamp. Longbow's upgrade being researched for his archers, of which he has 2 at the moment. And Dryads now coming as well. Once it turns daytime, the Zeppelin will become available, and with that, glaives suddenly become a lot more scary.
As you can save them a lot better. The thing is, Czech is still on tier 1. Glaive throwers become really strong on tier 2 when they have Vorpal Blades upgrade. That is not the case here, and Foggy is finally creeping, finally getting some experience. You can't really fight against the bottom True Shot Aura disadvantage, but I mean, it's not Huntress War, so it's not that important. Sobi Mask on the Beastmaster, not what he was looking for, but more summons are always nice.
And he's also solo creeping him. He keeps the bottom out of range. He wants to get up those summons, Quilbies and Hawks. Maybe even prioritizing
Czech
the Hawks.
is pushing now. Czech wants to end this now. 4 glaive throwers. Heal scroll, protection scroll, and still 6 Huntresses. Level 3.7 bottom.
Oh my god.
This is very scary, but Foggy can fight with the Moon Wills. If you remember yesterday's Night Elf Mirror on this very map, Czech was pushed into his base. Laliat had 11 bears versus 8, and still in his hometown, Czech made it work and defeated.
One of the craziest games we've had in this tournament. APs are starting to come up pretty far away though. We already have Nature's Blessing. I love this adjustment. He knew this was coming, but all the glaives from the back are doing serious damage with that level 2 True Shot Aura.
Needs a lot of repair though.
Just coming in for the detonate. Okay, getting rid of a bit of mana. Not really what the bottom needs too much though.
What can he do against the glaive throwers? Zeppelin should be the answer. He's trying to fight with the Engines of War up front to soak up the damage with the buildings.
Ancient Zeppelin on either side would be really, really good. Oh, he's moving forward now. And with the glaives damage coming in, this would be sick DPS. They're pretty safe in the back at the moment. The first couple of hunts fall for Foggy. The first one at least is dead. Wisp moving forward as well. Level 2 now for Foggy's bottom. But the Huntress front line is standing fairly sturdy, but only for one player, only for Czech. The Ancients have to do it here perhaps. Ancient Protector going towards the top, and the AP for Czech will be finishing, but might get taken out. But Foggy's taking a lot of losses here.
Yeah, man, it's only 35 supply. The Beastmaster is quite low. Doesn't have mana anymore for Quilbies, but Foggy, look at this AP. Insane position, I love it.
Oh, but he reveals himself with this, and takes quite a bit of damage.
Oh, the glaive throw shots. Really, really strong.
He attacked the creeps. Now the AP is getting taken out by those creeps. Uh-oh.
With mistakes. And Foggy is under pressure. He's not going tier 3. Going for more Dryads. Czech is not teching. This is an all-in. He defended him once. There's still a good amount of time. The position for Foggy was horrible. Well, what could he really do? If he waits longer, then the glaive throwers just...
Maybe you should have tried to sandwich, like the Huntresses coming from the other side.
Yeah, the Engines of War and the Huntresses were blocking each other, so that was far away from perfect. Bottom is close to 5 after. Scroll of the Beast!
Oh my god.
He needs Wisps against this.
This damage is gonna be surreal. This is enough for his level 5. Almost. One more kill will be it. First kill here, however, will go towards Foggy. By the way, once there is a Hawk, there's no answer to the Hawk.
Yeah. Hawk level 3, we mean, and that is pretty close. He can't go for Mercenaries. I mean, he can pull them, but that's only one answer. I mean, the bottom can shoot up, of course. He can transition into archers, but that takes some time. Foggy is creeping up. Will get his level 3 on both heroes, most likely, and possibly a good item. I mean, even the heal wards would be pretty good now.
Goes for the Quilbies though, goes for the reliable DPS.
The wind, not good. I don't understand this, to be honest. I mean, it can't always be dispelled. And if you bring Wisps against the Hawk, that's an answer, obviously. But the Hawk is so good against the glaive throwers. We saw Czech yesterday going for the unusual Hippo Riders to take out the glaives. That's how important it is.
Yeah, I would have... Usually I would prefer Quilbies as well in most games, but right here I think Hawk would have been the nuts. Once again, Czech is moving forward. He is now in upkeep. He's going for mass scrolls again. He has a scroll of the beast, healing and protection. And he is level 5. Bonus damage on the glaives already plus 16. It's gonna get even higher.
Foggy has the high ground though. And maybe a Zeppelin after this. The Engine of War will be taken out. Autumn is level 3, Beastmaster is level 3. The piercing damage is pretty insane, but he needs to dance a bit with those Dryads. Scroll of the Beast being used. Where is the Dispel? There's no Wisp for Foggy!
He can't take this. His bottom in the front line is taking a lot of damage. He needs to TP out of this, and he will. How many? He killed one Huntress. He almost killed a second. Scroll of Healing used here to save one of them.
Yeah, but he can clean up the Engines of War now. Czech is down to upgrade again. Equal supply, actually.
Alright, and the archers from the back here can't be reached too easily and don't take too much damage from these glaives, of course. One Ancient of War is down. 2 are still remaining. Experience on the Beastmaster. Once he's level 4, this all becomes a lot easier, I think. He's gonna get one more of the Huntresses, perhaps not quite. Once again, using the Wand of the Wind against the glaives in the back. I really like that move. There's no wisps anymore to detonate against this. Suddenly, only 2 glaives are left. The front line of the Huntresses, only 3 of those are left. And Foggy's pushing forward, and he's pushing his opponent back. I think he may be holding this attack right here.
The Beastmaster is super tanky, can't just stand in there. The Shredder is a great help. The bottom level 5.5 though. Maybe Starfall can be an answer, but no. He takes out the glaive throwers. The Searing Arrow comes in so strong, staffs out the Shredder, and the Mauler Man gets the last hit. Czech is falling apart as it seems. 28 supply only, and we have Dryad slow.
Bottom will get away, but that's it, man. This was a tier 1 all-in siege, and it's been held. And I don't see another big attack in the tank for Czech. And now it's time to return the favor. Foggy's moving forward. He has quite the big army. Archers here to lay siege from range.
Let's not get too excited, man. The bottom can go to level 6 if she takes out a bit. And with Dryads, it's still a possibility. Hunters are there, but he goes for the glaive throwers immediately. So nice. And where's your damage now, Czech? This, I think Starfall can save him, actually. There's no disable, and more piercing damage units come in.
Oh, nice Shadow Melt here, keeps the Hunters alive. And yeah, Starfall can certainly save his defense. Now we have level 4 on the Beastmaster. Is there going to be a Thunderhawk? Yes, there is. Now he has revealed, by the way, as well. The bottom in trouble. Next to the movements, though, she should be able to heal up. She's very close to level 6 here, but against the heroes, she doesn't seem to be able to do too much. That being said, though, the bottom is dropping low for Foggy as well. A heal potion transferred. They should be safe, and getting more and more kills is Foggy now.
The Hawk, by the way, was not skilled before that, so he doesn't do damage at the moment. Bottom needs one more kill, but she's under pressure. The Moonju situation is bad for her. And she's low on mana. Can't do too many Searing Arrows at the moment if she relies on Starfall.
Needs 2 more Dryads for the level up, by the way.
Bottom in trouble for Foggy. Dispel again. No Searing Arrow anymore. Quilby summoned. Still no Hawk. No mana for that, despite the zombie mask.
One single kill for the bottom. Looking towards the Dryad. Not gonna get it quite yet. Foggy's bottom, level 4 here, dropping very low.
Bottom dropping very low. What's he doing? Bottom shadow. Oh, reveal. That's it. No! Death out. Well done by Foggy, but that's his level 6.
Oh my god. He dodged that last shot with a Shadow Melt. Beastmaster still in this fight. Maybe a little too ambitious. And he's gonna retreat right here. Can he do something with a Starfall? He has the mana, but what about the health? Only 250 for the bottom of Czech. And only 28 supply as well.
Foggy coming in with more mercenaries. The Berserker comes back. The first bear is there for rejuvenation. He is tier 3 and Master Bears are not far away. And tier 3 versus tier 1. I don't think we have to explain how strong this will be. Beastmaster almost 1000 HP plus reju. This guy is the biggest tank in the game at the moment.
Well, he's gonna, We're gonna dispel against the reju, but it worked for the longest time. Nice staff once again. And here's the Starfall! But he can just disengage from this. There's no reason for him to fight here. And Starfall has a long cooldown.
And costs quite a bit of mana. Doesn't do anything at the moment. Oh, actually walking in range again.
That sounds dangerous, Foggy, and he's gonna think better of it. Retreats backwards. How much longer?
Czech buys himself some time here for, I thought glaive throws, but he's deciding to go for archers.
Foggy's gonna pull the creeps here. The Starfall may help with the creeping a little bit, but the Starfall's over. And now on a very long cooldown.
Master Bears as well. Huntress don't do anything against them. Archers don't do anything against them. The bottom is the main damage dealer for Czech, but she is squishy. The Korean is moving out. Foggy is in a good situation with the back against the shop. Can go for heal scrolls if he wants to. Now the Bears moving forward. Oh, actually the Beastmaster might be taken out of this fight here.
The right click damage is very respectable. He transfers his staff though. Gets the Wand of the Wind as well. He's going to use on the Potom. Perfect item right now. No more damage really in this army. But both heroes are still low for Foggy. He needs to be careful. Doesn't want to feed this Potom anymore. And Czech is moving forward. Is this his way back into the game?
He's ignoring the Bears. I really like that play by Czech.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Hunters are faster, so he's kind of kiting. But not really kiting forward. But he calls for the GG. And that's 1-0 for Foggy.
What a game,
A little anticlimactic ending, but whatever, man.
Double Potom play. And Czech, like, he scouted the tech, I think, pretty early, and then he still decided to go for the aggression. And once again, the attacking player is the one to lose. I guess
It's the story of the tournament.
I guess TH broke that circle a little bit earlier by expanding and then attacking later on. But yeah, Czech played himself into a position where you had to win at a certain point. If he doesn't win there, it's over.
Yeah. And Foggy, the Sim City was really, really smart. So Czech couldn't really push into his base because there are so many moon worlds. It was all very protected. He could have gone for glaive throws and hide them behind their buildings. Then he then he used the high ground with the AP there, with a lot of units there, so you have a miss chance if you fight uphill. The positioning of Foggy, despite the beginning of the first fight, was really good. And then it went all, like, from there, with attack advantage, with the Beastmaster there, with the Quill Beast piercing damage, with the early transition to Dryads and to Archers, like mass piercing damage coming. Hunters don't stand a chance against that, even with Protection Scroll and Heal Scroll.
Yeah, true. I was really surprised we didn't see a Zeppelin in that game. Against Archers, I guess it can be a liability, can be sniped fairly easily. That push, though, certainly looked dangerous. It was not like we were sitting here and thinking, that was a very bad strategy. It had, its window
Definitely
where it could
potential.
have worked.
Czech decides to go for AI. Oops, I'm still in the other game. You have to invite me soon.
Oh, these amateur casters. Jesus Christ. Yeah, AI. That speaks to Czech, I think, wanting to play a standard game. Potom expansion in general, fast expansion play here, pretty rare. Usually we see a lot of bear mirrors here, quite a bit of creeping, lots of items to be grabbed up. And then when the armies are big, the heroes are strong, the items are there, then we see the big engagement. But it doesn't seem like Foggy wants to play that game. Doesn't want to go into a standard game. He's gonna play a little outside the box here and keep Czech on his toes. But of course Foggy, we've seen him play bear mirrors before. It's not like he can't play them. It's not like he's bad at them. Not by any means.
And his micros on point, as it seems the staffs were sick. Like
that one Beastmaster save.
That worried me as well. But the staffs were there when they needed to be there.
Too close for comfort.
We have another big donation here, by the way, coming from Russia. Mayong TV, $50, just as Psycho did. Foggy for the win! A cat with magic wand to the goodgame.ru chat, everybody. So shout out to the Russian community who are, of course, gathering together and cheering for Foggy.
Yeah. Alright. Both players in the game, both players are ready. We're gonna hop into map number 2 here very shortly. And what a different game this is now for Czech. We saw so many predictable games in his series against Lolite yesterday. Even like on TR close positions, that unusual game with the Mass Archers Ancient of War, in that certain scenario, that's pretty predictable. Yeah. But double Potom play on LR, certainly not the case. I wonder if Foggy has another special idea here for AI. Or maybe we may just go into standard play. My beloved strategy here on AI is Talon push, like super early proxy talents from at the tavern and then push, but that's so risky. Yeah, we haven't seen that in a while though.
No, we haven't. Like I've seen this a few times, became a fan, everybody stopped playing it. I don't know why. Yeah, because it's an all-in strategy. Foggy has the lead though. He can afford to lose a map, I think. If he wins this one, man, it's so big. What a psychological advantage it is to go into a third map with a 2-0 win and having 3 match points. It would be fairly good. And it stands, man. He did not lose a single series in this tournament.
Yeah, so far he only lost 2 maps, which is also pretty damn impressive.
We have 3,000 viewers, by the way, very early on in Europe and the rest of the world. Despite starting a little earlier today, here we have the summary from the game before. What a massive difference on the bottom, but yeah, 21 Huntress against like only 3, if that's correct.
Yeah.
Also, the Shredder was, I think, pretty big, because Czech focused it a lot, and it was staffed out, then healed.
Yeah. Soaks up quite a bit of damage against Huntresses and the Glaives, who don't do bonus damage to them. And of course, we all know it does great damage at the same time.
Yes.
So, AI, what you got in store for us? Of course, historically, lots of bears here, lots of Zeppelin play, sometimes also Sapper play to be seen.
Yeah.
And
The laboratory is pretty close to the base, so... Zeppelin drops, also very common, against the main.
And Doom drops, once the TP has been expended, always something that you have to keep in the back of your head. Because once there's 5 siege bears next to your tree, doesn't matter how many wisps you have for repair.
There's not too much surface for the repair, and if there's repair, it will be sniped very early. So, Foggy leads 1-0, TR, Echo Owls banned. We left with Terranas, Twisted, Amazonia, and AI. Foggy Man, 2 maps away from the biggest accomplishment of his career. If this goes his way, man, it would be fantastic. Czech stands against this with 14 years of experience. Will it help him against the double bronze medalist of the past 2 episodes of GCS?
So, start with an early Altar of Elders. Are we going to be following up with an early Ancient of War, or is this going to be Huntress play again? And right now, about right now, is when an Ancient of War should come. Czech is sending it out, and we are seeing it. Alright, that means most likely Demon Hunter creeping, but in Foggy's base. Oh, very good, very good. Once again, we have no Ancients of War coming. We're going to have Huntresses again. This doesn't have to be Potom, of course. Could just be a Demon Hunter play. But this might once again be very aggressive, or maybe very economically focused with an expansion. Very unusual though on this map, we have to say. So, first things first. What's the hero for Foggy? It's the Potom again.
The series between Foggy and Czech are pretty close usually, by the way. It's 8-6 in series, and historically 24-19 in maps. Farside predicts a 60% win chance for Foggy here. It's definitely gonna be a rare occasion that Night Elves are in big tournament finals. It's definitely gonna be the first time that a Night Elf will stand in a GCS final. We haven't seen that before. We had 1-0 versus Infi, we had 1-0 versus Fly, then we had 1-0 versus Lin, and then we had 1-0 versus Infi again. Ooh, Foggy with a risky creep. And the bottom.
Okay. Interesting. But he must delay the creeping by a lot, of course. You can't, like, start doing Huntresses after a couple of minutes. Or can you? That would be crazy. Wisp, by the way, sees this. Czech was looking out for it. So, he knows it's gonna be Huntresses, and he's probably has an idea that it's gonna be a Potom as well. He's gonna see it soon. Wisp as well for Foggy. Saw the Ancient of War. Saw the Demon Hunter. So the 2 players are aware of what's to come in the very early stages. How are they gonna react? Is Czech once again gonna play himself into a position where he needs to win the game at a certain point, or does he bring it towards the late game?
With the Demon Hunter, this looks like a standard game from his side, going towards level 2, getting the claws of attack, which is nice. Potom, harassment Potom with a true shot aura. Interesting choice. Usually you go for the searing arrow to be able to snipe some creeps. But yeah, Czech knows that Foggy's early game is very slow. Huntresses, creeping here, this will take a lot of time. Tech will be very late. He's going double Ancient of War, so it's again Tech versus Mass, but this time it's the other way around. Demon Hunter, of course. An insane damage dealer going for a block. Oh, actually not. Messes it up here a little, and first blood for Foggy. Also, no detonate.
Yeah, messes it up a little bit. Wanted to delay that as much as possible to put as much damage as possible on the Potom, and she is low, but she didn't lose any mana, so she's gonna heal up fairly effectively. There finally does come the mana burn. Wasted a bit of damage, I guess, but not by not burning before, but there are Moonwells in the base. Potom should be fairly healthy once again. And yeah, mass hunts coming. Shadow Melt here, nicely used. There's no dust yet on this demon. So,
how does he want to deal with the Demon Hunter?
Oh my god, by the way. I thought he denied one of the creeps, but I think he just didn't take them all out. So
the spot is still there. So.
I think the trapper is still there. Yeah, this looks like Foggy is the one who, has to make no mistakes, though. He has to either finish the game fairly soon with a push or has to get a successful counter expansion up. Something that Czech tried yesterday against Lolite on TS and didn't work for him. And that's the one map that Lolite did win.
Hunter's Hall coming a tiny bit late. Goes into a few archers, of course, as they are a counter to Huntress for now. Foggy has a Wisp in position if he wants to go for a mercenary pull. And the engine, of course, still producing here. No, he's not creeping that gold mine. And yeah, as you can see, the trapper is killed now.
And now the gold mine creep will commence. He has 3 hunts already. He has the money for a fast expo. And it's not a fast expo, but it is an expansion nonetheless. This will be the level 2 for the bottom as well, enabling the searing arrows. And the item here, if it's a class +9, could be very nice. Boots of speed also pretty good. What's he gonna grab up? Claws.
Ooh, Remo Stradamus striking for the first time. Today at least. And I wonder, I'm surprised that Czech is not pressuring more. With this amount of archers, of course you have to have a good position, because Huntresses are faster, Huntresses of course normal damage is nice and all, but the Demon Hunter alone could harass more, as he knew that at some point this creep was coming.
And he has been seen here, he has the tele staff, but the Demon by himself shouldn't be able to get this Tree of Life. The Huntresses are spreading themselves out. I really like this, some to the north, some to the south, to see the opponent coming and to protect the Tree of Life, and should be successfully able to do so. Demon is level 2, he has the claws, maybe he has enough damage if he attacks soon enough, but now the Tree of Life already has 500 HP.
Foggy's doing a good job blocking.
I think it's too late now.
Player's
this tree will finish, no question about that. Tier 2 though is done for Czech, he's rushing Tier 3, Ancients of Lore are coming up, it's gonna be bears, ladies and gentlemen. The question's gonna be, is the expansion fast enough to overwhelm the opponent with the numbers? Or is it going to be too many bears and too strong of a force?
Yeah, this Tier 3 bear rush certainly effective, but the Demon Hunter will be underwhelming. He is level 2, yeah, but he has to tank for a long time until the bears are there. Finally the archers move out, it's 5 of them.
A player's forces are
and they're moving out in a way that Foggy cannot really intercept them. He's creeping more.
Gonna get almost level 3 here. If he gets all of them, that is his level 3 and should be able to do so. And the Demon, he's doing not much of anything. Archers at the top now gonna creep this by themselves. Now the Demon's probably gonna staff in. Yeah, alright, he's gonna see the expo, but certainly nothing he can do about it. Foggy's still attacking. I feel like...
Is this an overcommitment to Huntress?
Dryads and even Talons could be really nice. Mass everything on Tier 2. But yeah, he's just staying on Tier 1.
I think he has to go for glaive throwers soon to just have more damage? Or is this like a Zeppelin base go?
Oh, that could be so nice. That could threaten a counterattack so much, buying so much time for his expo, and it lines up perfectly. Look at the timing. It just turns daytime. That's when the Zeppelin becomes available. This is so nice.
Okay, let's see how this works. The bottom lost quite a bit of HP. Here we go. Is he going against the production buildings or the Entangled Goldmine? I don't think he can go against the Tree of Eternity. Zapper coming. He's distracting with the Zeppelin, buying time for this one.
This is so good.
Is he actually going for the tree?
I don't know. He's going for the shop. That way he's going to be able to kill the 2 Moonwells, which are very exposed. Zapper moving in, and that should be an easy kill. Bam! First Moonwell down. Second one will fall to a single Huntress, or maybe not.
Mass repair coming! Czech holds this one, but at the same time, okay, he didn't do anything against the Entangled Goldmine. This did not go as well as Foggy was planning. Czech is supply stuck, but he doesn't need to build 2 new Moonwells, only 1.
But supply stuck at 40.
Yeah, supply stuck at 40, but he can still go for the Master Training that's there, and then he has 2 Master Bears.
But now this, I mean, of course, the game's far from over. But this is looking so rough for him now strategically. If this was chess, this almost looks like checkmate. Because he has to kill the expansion, but he can't leave the base.
Yeah. That's right. That is true. He can't solo creep this. Maybe just send out the bears to creep, but 2 bears Demon Hunter It's enough, but he will tank a lot of damage. It's a big creep spot there.
The demon, by the way,
Go Book of the Dead, but
up at the laboratory. Does he maybe want to look towards some sappers of his own? He can't. He's a supply stock. He can't.
Yeah, and Foggy is at 50 anyway, so it wouldn't make such a big difference.
And Foggy at 900 gold. Has the Moonwells now available to go into upkeep. Is he going to do that, or is he just going to keep on banking? Potom unload out of the Zeppelin.
Check, by the way, it's creeping now, but not the expansion. Power of Agility +2 is certainly nice. Didn't sell the book. He does have a lot of gold. He doesn't have that much lumber anymore, though. Can't go for upgrades that well. He could have used the time to go for like 1-1 or something. I don't know. Foggy's going out with a Wisp. Maybe for another Zapper. But the Dryad sees it. Good play by Check.
And upgrades are finishing up here for Foggy. Already has 1 armor upgrade, gonna get 1 attack upgrade. Can't get more though, with him still only being tier 1. Easily has the resources, of course, to tech if he wants to. But he's not doing that. Demon Hunter keeps on solo creeping, getting closer to 5, and that is an X factor here. If you have a level 6 demon, it doesn't matter what the supply is looking like.
Check with the counter Zeppelin. Also the Dryad sees the Potom creeping here. That means he knows that there's not too much of a threat in the Zeppelin. Potom taking good damage. Finally piercing damage in Foggy's army. Also Muddy the Mud Golem the first time today. And level 4 for her. Double heal scroll, of course she needs that. And Check open up the expansion, can expand now.
Would of course be very late. Mass mercenaries. Foggy broke into upkeep at 68 now already. His army is only tier 1 and mercs, not the highest quality, but a lot of quantity. We now have a counter Zeppelin as well, by the way, in Check's main to scout for for the unload of the Huntresses. And the Potom is coming in. She should be able to snipe this entangled gold mine, and then maybe even TP out if she has to. Staff home from the demon, but that's not too much damage just yet. And we have the One of the Wind as well, and the Glaives, of course, so good, bouncing against the Wisp, and he kills the entangled gold mine and doesn't even have... Uh-oh, this might be dangerous. This might be dangerous with all the piercing damage above the trees! 55.
Whoa.
That was a risk to take, man.
That was a risk to take, but it looks like he can do that at the moment. Town portal now. Better safe than sorry. Zeppelin crash and burns. Do you know what Foggy found at the dragon here, by the way?
Robe of the Magi,
which
okay. I imagine he sold. Yeah. That's so much now. 77 supply against 48.
A player's forces are
yeah, but 48 supply with 3 bears. And after this, level 5 Demon Hunter. Playing it solo. Mass experience. It's the ultimate that's supposed to save Check again. As he did on map 1, or almost did on map 1, and Claws of Attack.
And he's gonna get so much bonus experience as well, guys. Yeah. Remember. Oh, interesting. What's gonna win here? Number or quality? So many hunts, they're gonna block each other a little here in this bit of a choke that we see. Glaive throwers would be so helpful with this. I wonder if this is the perfect unit comp that Foggy has, but here we go. Archers in the back, also dealing a lot of damage. First, Huntress is dropping very low. Every kill here counts for the demon. But Wands of the Wind being used one by one, and so far nothing is dying for Foggy. Nice Shadow Meld as well. And we don't have dust, and there's no wisps next to the laboratory. It's a big mistake by Check, and he just can't seem to find the kills. Finally, he gets the kill, but that was from the Angel of War, I think. And his experience, man, it's not looking good enough at all. Heal scroll being used, and there was the final one. Foggy has still 2 to work with. Of course, he has to deal with the cooldown there. And the Demon Hunter down to 50%, only level 5.3. The bears are super duper low. Moon Juice has to be used for them. And Foggy is breaking through this. He takes a lot of losses, getting the Demon Hunter super close to 6. But it looks like he can do it. Superman can perhaps change this. He's far up in the front lines by himself, but the Hunts don't deal too much damage to him, and Foggy actually has to retreat. He still has a big army, but not the best army. Yeah, he can't surround the Demon Hunter because there's a staff on him. And an Invo Potion, so you really don't want to. Demon's almost level 6. Almost level 6. He needs 1 more kill, but he's getting surrounded. He used the Invo. It's surrounded, man! He has to staff out. He's looking for 1 more kill. 1 more kill for the ultimate. That will help him so much. Rejuvenation coming in as well, and that should be good enough. Or is it? He needs to staff, but the Zeppelin comes in and saves him. And almost no anti-air, saves the bear as well. Check on top of his game now. It took some time, rejuvenation worked out. He's 1 more kill, as you say. He saves that Berserker, level 5 for the Potom. Damage boost, but that's level 6, and he has the mana. Ultimate, Metamorphosis,
Run, Foggy, run.
Where is it? Ah, he's holding on to it because he thinks he doesn't need it at the moment. That is so smart. Many players would just pop it right away. But why if you don't need to? Or does he need to? Because he's losing more and more bears. Bottom getting more and more experience. Getting closer to her ultimate. But the Modern Forces, of course, is the better ultimate here between the two heroes.
What a Knight of Mirror again, man. Jack providing some entertainment in his mirrors, that's for certain. And the expansion still running and running. He's producing lots of Huntress here. 4 Huntress at the base. Of course, there's no staff for Foggy. It's not possible for him to get one. Bottom there is slowed down by the Dryad. There's not too much to save him. Is the damage gonna be enough? No, it's not. And yeah, Jack, so smart. Not going for the ultimate here. Now, time to push the Expo. He only has 3 bears, though.
I would really like for Foggy to get lots of Shadow Priests and disable the heal so he can always abolish the Reju, because the Reju is so sick on this demon. And now, check. Has he flipped this game on its head, gonna kill off this one Shadow Priest easily? And Foggy, with only tier 1, what can he do against the demon which is threatening the ultimate and still holding on to it as well?
Looks like an equalizer, but Foggy has surprised us many, many times, especially in the games against Romantic, where he was holding on to a threat at a siege, but 2 more units might be taken out here. Bears are following it. He has no anti-air really against these Dryads. He finds a bear, but not really blocking it, not paying too much attention. These Hunters are here in mass, and we mentioned it before. No glaive throwers would be crazy against those Dryads that are coming in more and more now.
Ultimate use, but everything is in Shadow Melt. Oh, but it's going to turn daytime in just a second. 1 more bear dies to the right. Still 75 supply left. He's going for the Tree of Life here, so now Foggy has to respond.
Exactly, but how? Half of the Tree of Life is already fallen. There's no
splash
roar.
damage!
The splash damage is so sick. Get rid of all of it. Has to use a heal scroll, I guess. But that's it. Expansion down.
Gonna get 1 bear. The Zeppelin here is extremely low. Can't use that anymore. Almost gets the kill. The Demon Hunter dropping low, but still has quite a bit of health, man. Still 900 almost remaining. Invul used. Zeppelin down. Bears almost all gone. There is a Superman in this army, but barely, basically nothing left, and he's still surrounded. But he's gonna staff out here. Doesn't want to look for more kills, but he got the Expo.
Got the Expo. Foggy's rebuilding it though. Still no tech. He lost the Tree of Life. He kept the Engine of War alive though, so he can rebuild all the units. Look at this, man. If there's another Metamorphosis, like right now, and there's a fight, then everything will die. Now, Scroll of Healing has to be used instantly. We are 23 experience away from Starfall. And can he go for a base race with Starfall? If he has, like, if he positions himself in a way that the Huntress block him, and nothing except the ultimate can attack him, because there's no range in this army.
This is a crazy game, man. There may not be Metamorphosis, but there's Reju, and Reju on this demon is so ridiculously strong. Still a big army, obviously, for Foggy, but everything's bruised, everything's only tier 1. With a good aura, yes, but not with very good units. We have 5 bears again, and more are coming. 43 supply against 70. The Tree of Life is far from finished. Mud Golem coming in for Foggy. Oh, out of position. The slow could help here, but that was an easy kill for Check.
Do that again, or Raw this time. Mark of the Claw has been researched, so a lot more damage on everything. There is no scroll anymore. Level 7 on the Demon Hunter, level 3 evasion. The bears are eating through this. Still no level 6, still no Starfall. It would be a perfect position here. There's nothing. If he kills this bear, there's it. We'll see Starfall now. Oh, the Demon Hunter broke through in the perfect position. But here we go. Mass damage against the buildings.
Are you kidding me?
He's not hitting the Tree of Eternity though. But Check is gonna be. Is he supply stuck afterwards? Yes, he is.
He is. The mana burn was just a second too late. I don't know if he still had enough mana, but what is this? How is this a real game? He's supply stuck. The shop is gone. The Demon Hunter against the Muma. When does he have Metamorphosis again?
Dude, it's the second time in 2 games that we'll see Starfall. I can tell my grandchildren about this.
Oh, this is a fun game so far. A fun day so far for all Warcraft fans. But now the Potom has to run. Yes. She did good damage with the ultimate, but she didn't win the game. And now it's time to return the favor, because I think the other ultimate is ready again.
Oh yeah, the pendulum swings back. Will it swing right in Foggy's face? Does he have gold? Yes, he does. Heal scroll and protection scroll. Super important with this mask, as everything is bruised again. Wearing the crimson mask. Here is Muddy the Mud Golem for Foggy, 2 of them. And the heal scroll, man. So much value. But here's Metamorphosis, and now he can only run. Scroll protection helps a bit.
few of those bears are pretty hurt, but rejuvenation coming in as well. And this Demon Hunter, man, how is he supposed to die in this? The Huntresses doing their best, but they can only do so much. He's gonna get a bear here, which is nice. And 2 more are very hurt, but Huntress after Huntress, one by one, they're falling.
The splash damage is sick, but also the bottom getting 2 bears, at least 3. But oh my god, double kill! Another double kill super soon. Is he going for the surround again? Level 8. We have immolation now if he surrounds him. And the bottom is out of mana.
28 supply against 33, but this Demon Hunter.
Expansion is up again though. Question is for how long. This is chaos
Look
damage.
at this damage!
Doesn't affect this at all.
Are you serious? He just takes it out.
Metamorphosis is pretty damn good. And yeah, on level 8, I mean...
He's killing the Ancient of War as well with this, by the
Yeah.
way. And 2, 3 more hits. That's it. But
Perfect usage of this ultimate by Jack. Wiping out the entire army, wiping the expansion out for the 2nd time. And now the only thing he has to do is to survive, but he has a potion of healing, he has a potion of invulnerability, he has a staff. How is Foggy supposed to kill him? There is no way. And now he has no resources to mass, really.
nope. Not by a long shot.
And he can't mass because he lost the Engine of War. Main gold mines are about to expire in a bit. 700 gold only for Foggy, 1,400 for Jack as he took out the Entangled Gold Mine once. And he's researching Nature's Blessing already to make sure that he has income afterwards.
What a ridiculous game. And now, Nature's Blessing, yeah, here coming. And Jack, this seems to be his game now. What is Foggy's plan B? He needed to win this game a while ago, but... Oh, in this potion. Bottom running in towards the main.
Yeah, Starfall again, but what can you accomplish with that? I mean, he will camp at his Tree of Eternity. There's no way he's giving up this tree.
He's probably gonna try to bait Jack to leave the base and then use the Starfall. Yeah, Foggy, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Even in supply, and that is horrible for Foggy. He lost a fight earlier with 30 supply ahead. And there we go, Starfall right away in the middle of everything. He's gonna die in a couple of seconds here. Desperation play is not gonna work. He's level 7, but he's gonna die here on his first year. He's gonna use the speed heal scroll to survive. Invis! And there's no detection! Oh my god. But still, this Demon Hunter, he can't be touched. He has 3 levels of evasion. He has Roar as well. He's level 8. And he's just killing everything.
Yeah, the bottom is strong, but not strong enough. The bears survive, so tanky. The Mortal falls and check with this Demon Hunter, man. That must be so much fun to play right now.
Might even get to level 9 here. Gonna get one more Mud Golem. The bottom, uh-oh, in trouble. Ultimate ready again.
Okay, that's it. There's no way against this. GG! Czech equalizes, ties up the series. It's 1-1 between Ukraine and South Korea.
What a fun game.
Oh my god, so many ultimates here.
That was awesome.
Oh, he mocks Foggy, did you see? The boxing gesture, the taunt is real. And we heard the roar from the other side of the room, the Koreans celebrating this win for Czech, obviously.
And Köke, his mentor kind of, or, well, the lady who takes care of him here. Giving him a bit of a pep talk. That game was so awesome and so much fun. Almost feels like analyzing it is doing it a disservice.
Yes.
But Foggy attacked very late there. He gave Demon Hunter the time to creep all the way up to level 5 before he attacked. He could have hit with like 65, 70 supply a lot sooner, and then the Demon Hunter wouldn't have been so close to level 6, and then perhaps this would have all been different. But this way, with a second Starfall in 2 games, and the
Starfall loses games though.
and the next ultimate as well. That's cool.
Man, Czech. Yeah, we saw it. Czech, man. We thought he's like the calm mountain giant here, not talking too much. When he does something, it's really funny. And that he's mocking him a little, taunting him. Of course he can't see, but...
The 2 booths are separate from each other.
3,600 viewers, by the way.
We broke our record yesterday with 3,800. Hopefully we can eclipse that again. So if you know anyone who would like to see this, and why not with these games, give them a link and get them here in chat. We want to share this moment, this day, and this championship with everyone out there. And maybe we have a few more.
Is it the first? It's definitely the first time that I can imagine that a player is mocking another on stream. In Warcraft, we have rare possibilities to see the player on camera. I like it, man. It's spicy now, spicing it up a little.
Yeah, absolutely. We go towards Terranostan next. Another historically...
TS yesterday, man. What a series. What a game it was between Lolite and Czech. And in general, this is usually a map where like both players go for an expansion play with a natural very early. Then there's harass. Sometimes like even with a Zeppelin, and one of the players will lose the expansion. It's like that will happen the first 6 minutes. So it's a pretty risky play by both.
Yeah, if they want to go for a natural creep. Yesterday between Lolite and Czech, neither did this. It was Czech actually to play the aggressive bottom and trying to expand at some point, but that didn't work. And once that fails and the push doesn't kill him, game's most of the time over. So far, the aggressive bottom has not worked out.
Aggressive play has not worked out here in GCS most of the time.
In European tradition, we've seen lots of bear mirrors here, and that's something that Foggy is well accustomed with. Yeah. The times of Jera Cup before we saw Happy, and there was all night elves everywhere. We saw so many bear drops and bear games here. But that doesn't seem to be Foggy's style anymore, thank goodness. So also, yeah, a lot of drops, as you said. Foggy, one of the players who tends to go early Ancient of Wind, but of course in Mirror that's very rare. That's usually a human a thing against human. In the overlay there towards with the Demon Hunter, we see they only have slots for 7 skills. They couldn't show the 8th one anymore because there's not enough room.
18 bears win the game against 30 huntresses, obviously. We're going into map 3. This will determine who will get the first match point of this series.
All right, Foggy has shown he has special strats prepared. Maybe even going for standard bears here would be the biggest surprise.
Yeah, true that. But Czech as well, like, it's not that this mass huntress is common. On LR, it's a little more normal than usual, but also yesterday here on TS, he played, I think he started with Huntress, right? And then played Hippo Riders against the Glaive Throwers of Lawliot.
But by that point, I think he was pretty desperate after his expo had been cancelled by Lawliot.
Foggy has lost 3 maps this entire tournament. 1 to WFZ, 1 to Romantic, 1 to this guy. Check. Can he win the second Night Elf Mirror in a row? And get match points here. As we said before, the matches between the two are oftentimes super close. The stats between the two are very, very balanced. So off we go to the joyride that is this Night Elf Mirror. Map 3 coming up. It is Foggy versus Czech number 3.
And Foggy still seems to be comfortable with at least his Huntress opening, because once again we see no Ancient of War creep by him. Is this again gonna be the bottom? I wonder. We'll see. Check on the other side will go for an Ancient of War creep, not at the natural. Does not want to seem to get punished there. Instead it's gonna be over at the laboratory, safe and sound. And with that, the Demon Hunter coming out as his first hero. And it's the bottom 3 out of 3 games.
That is... I don't know, man. I think this is more of a push game than it is an expansion game. Because you can siege way better on Terranas than you can at Ancient Isles. So this time maybe Huntress Glaive Throwers. And then start a siege like here. Scout is going out. I think he expects Czech to creep the natural.
The player's forces are under attack.
And if he did, then he is sadly mistaken. Nothing happening here.
Is
Bottom.
that scouting for Engine of War? Oh, okay, you should have seen it here. Usually that's the normal position here.
Yeah. And instead the Wisp sees the creep down here. And of course, for that, he's going to be way too late to do anything in terms of harassment. Demon Hunter is going to grab up his first couple of creeps here. And going to get level 2. Quick, easy, and in a hurry. The first Tree of Life before Ancient of War.
Whoa.
That's the first time I've ever seen that. In the history of Warcraft. If we want to overhype this like crazy. But yeah, this is very unusual. If Czech scouts this early and cancels this, the game is over. But he hasn't scouted it yet.
Yeah, there's one Wisp, but he stays in the main, sees the Hunter's Hall. Does he realize that it's too late? I mean, usually that would have been there earlier, right?
Yeah.
I think he suspects something, because he leaves the base. And he scouts for this. He sees the second Engine of War.
Forces are under attack.
Okay, he sees 2 Ancients of War, but yeah, the timing is super late. He must be like... And especially only 1 Moonwell for so long. He must realize... Does he realize, though, that it's an expansion first? That is just ridiculous.
I think he has no clue at the moment. But, I mean, he has a clue, but he's not sure, because he's scouting basically everywhere, sends it down now. Potom wants to intercept it. The position is fairly normal for an expansion, and Czech sees it. The Demon Hunter. Can he take it down, though? It's 1k HP.
It's gonna have 1050 HP by the time he arrives. We're gonna have no Huntresses here.
No, only the Potom.
Hunts at all. He's already sending out Wisps down south to repair. If the tree eats a tree, he should be able to win this fight easily. But yeah, gonna take a lot of damage, and of course Demon Hunter's damage is not gonna be good enough to cancel this, especially with the items he found. No additional DPS in the slightest for him. How does he react? Tier 2 halfway done for Czech, and yet he does get a Hunter's Hall. And now the tree is ready to fight against the threat.
I think... Yeah, this is the old matchup of fast tech versus fast expansion. But will this pay off? I mean, he basically needs bears to make this work. But what does Foggy do with the mass Huntress then? He has to tech... What is this? Some when. Was it really the glaive thing before Master Bears are there? But that timing is really hard to hit. I don't think it pays off. And Czech starts to snipe some items on Foggy's side of the base of the map, getting the slippers of agility here.
Finally something good for him. The Wisp sees the hunts down here, knows that this is gonna be crept up. And the Demon Hunter can be very annoying against this. Only level 1 Potom and a few hunts to be worrying about. Wisps are also nearby, which are easy kills.
I think if he goes for Tinker now, he can kill this immediately.
Well, Huntresses can take out the Pocket Factory pretty quick though. And he's gonna get more and more hunts, of course. That's the only thing he's making. He's gonna have 4, soon to be 5 here.
Demon Hunter with the boots, man. This item in this position is so great. He needs a block, otherwise the Potom is forced into a TP. But he's too late with that block. Is another one coming to the rescue? Yes, blocks herself though. Uh-oh, Moonwell, are you close enough? Yes,
oh my god.
But he needs more. He opens up the base to close it.
Oh my god. That was so close. I think he needs to boost.
But it bought a lot of time for the Huntress to clear this spot. And there's nothing that Czech can throw against it at the moment. Engines of Lore coming, but only Dryads tier 3 rushed again. But yeah, that's basically it.
Already the Goldmine's entangling. This is a very fast expo. Potom's gonna be level 2 here in a moment. More and more hunts will be coming. The Demon Hunter seems like he's gonna be far away from level 6 once Foggy hits his power spike. Because of how fast this expo is. Interesting. Alright, check. What is he gonna do? Can he maybe delay?
Foggy techs. This time he techs.
Okay, not just mass hunts this game. And a Scout Owl.
Whoa.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, so...
Oh, the Demon Hunter almost walking into a surround and he gets surrounded! Woohoo! Oh, he goes into Shadow Melt. He can send back the Scout Owl to see him. So, yeah, he's gonna be forced into a TP here.
That was a beautiful
Goddamn.
That was a beautiful surround. There we go.
Oh, he opened it up! Foggy!
Foggy!
But I mean, he's still forced him away. But that
And
TP
forces Moon Juice instead of forces Moon Juice instead of a Town Portal. That's not a good trade.
But I guess most of the time the Demon Hunter won't be in threat of dying anyways. But with Dryads coming, perhaps that could have happened. Certainly a missed opportunity right there.
Loses the Wisps against the Creeps, and also the Shredder is pretty hurt.
Unfortunate lightning shield there onto one of the rogues. Bottom, what's her experience looking like? Pretty far away from level 3. Demon Hunter keeps creeping. He is only barely level 2 though, and against this Expo, you really want high levels on your first hero.
Still, he plays it solo. He's tier 3. He gets massive bonus experience, and maybe he was banking on that. That he doesn't need to do so many creep spots now with the tier 3 bonus experience. So a little bit of min-maxing there, I guess. Went of Illusion for him, pretty nice. Foggy clears up the Mercenary Camp, which I think is absolutely crucial for him to get Mercs again.
And what's the item for him? Greater Healing could be decent if this bottom once again finds herself in trouble. Gonna lose a Hunts to Creeps. We didn't see that, never mind. Everything's fine.
Level 3. There's no fortification, no static defense at Foggy's expansion. Huntress Hall at the laboratory can go for Zapdos if he wants to. Of course, they have a long journey then.
Foggy once again banking a long time. I hope he doesn't give the Demon Hunter so much space to become so powerful once again. That seemed to be a big issue in the last map we saw just a moment ago.
Check again has lumber problems. Just went for master training though. Afterwards, he doesn't need that much lumber anymore, so I think it's fine. What is Foggy going for at tier 2 though? Is it Engines of Wind?
I don't know.
I think it has to be Engines of Wind.
I mean, he doesn't have a Huntress Hall, so... Yep, there we go. Engine of Wind.
There's one. Second one. Oh, Engine of Lords. Dryads.
Ah, never mind. He has a Huntress.
Yeah, it's Dryads and
I like
Talons.
This. I like this combo.
Slow and Fury Fire, man. Whew, that's good.
Yeah. It's a lot better against Master Bears than just Master Dryads and Mercenaries.
And that's a way better timing, because you have Fury Fire at Initiate Talons. You have magic damage there to work with.
Yep.
Plus you have the immediate slow. Dispel against Reju takes a bit of time, but you have that. Foggy, this seems well thought out. And it's way scarier than the one base play that we saw, the two base, one tech one, tier 1 play we saw before.
I knew what you were talking about. I got you, man. Alright, Bottom's level 3. He's scouting with the Owl again, looking for a counter expansion perhaps, and now his opponent is nearby across the bridge. He doesn't want to fight yet. He doesn't have the big army yet. It is Czech who would love to take a fight right now on even supply. And Foggy once again threatening the counterattack. Tries to keep his expansion safe by threatening the base in the attack in the opponent's base. But he doesn't. He does have a Zeppelin, never mind.
I don't know if it's too late though. He's far away from Czech's base and Czech is moving forward. Master Bears are ready. 3 of them. And there's the heal scroll. Foggy might lose this expansion. TP's immediately. Huntress is going to the mercenary camp. And Czech just... Ah, okay, he wants war. 50 supply versus 61. Will the masses hold Foggy in this game? He needs to buy a little more time.
Got more mercenaries. Mud Golem once again graces us with his presence. 70 supply for Foggy, but not everything is here yet. 58 also already for Czech, but the Demon a lot weaker this time. Not yet level 4. Close to it though. Shredder coming for Foggy from the main as well. Has harvested enough lumber, going in very bravely here in the front lines.
I was worried too. 8 supply of Czech are still in production though, so it's not as scary. The Ancient of Wind has produced 2 talents. That is a bit of damage. First Dryad is there, so he has a good amount of control. Here we go, Foggy versus Czech, fight number 1 on Terranas stand. Raw reapplied, Raw protection being used. Foggy's the only one with a Zeppelin. Can he save a good amount of units there? It's the Fury Fire on the Demon Hunter. Oh yeah, look at the damage he takes with the minus armor.
Bears though still standing pretty sturdy. 4 of them almost full HP, but now they are in the front lines and taking a bit of damage. Demon Hunter uses the scroll. He himself though is a little bit hurt, needs to be careful where he positions himself. Slow on the bears, but good micro bite check so far, saving almost everything here it seems. Demon dropping very low indeed, and will have to TP, and Foggy will hold.
And gets another archer and a bear in the process, and yeah, that wasn't a... That fight wasn't too expensive. Look at the micro, man. Everything is deep red. He needs healing though as fast as possible. Chop is far away. He doesn't have that much gold at the moment too. He invested a lot into this hold. He's not going tier 3, so no Cyclone nearby. And Czech is going for a counter expansion now. No, he could do that here. So he just wants to clear up the mercenary camp for more experience. Level 5, almost.
He's gonna get 5 very soon, and then once he gets to 6, we may find ourselves in the same pickle once again. Foggy, I think he's forced to look for sooner engagement, but with all of his hunters, or at least many of them, so hurt, can he really do that? He's hugging the tavern right now.
Yeah, what? Naga second, maybe?
I mean, a level 1 hero at this stage in the game, what does that really do?
Mass wisps for Jack.
I would like to see a lot of wisps from Foggy as well to get rid of the roar and the reju.
Yeah. More mercs, so he spends a lot of money on mercs again. Almost no Dryad, almost no talent in this army. Owl is scouting again. Sees alright, Jack has a heal potion and a heal scroll and a protection scroll.
I feel like Foggy has to win the next fight and win the game with it, otherwise the demon's gonna get 6 again.
Yeah. And I think he should have stolen the stuff from this shop to get rid of, to prevent Jack from doing it.
Jack is moving forward again. He has a big army again. 58 supply. Bears on 0-0 upgrades, but still master bears with lots of roar. And here come the wisps. I love this. For the mass detonate against the roar is gonna help out a lot against this army. But the demon hunter still is very strong, of course. Once more, we have quantity versus quality. He's unloading the hunters, is moving them forward with the zeppelin, or is it maybe a little too brave? Demon hunter getting more and more experience, going to be level 5 here in a moment, but still so much stuff remaining for Foggy. Level 5 achieved right here. 47 supply only left though for Jack. Was he maybe a little too eager to look for this fight? Foggy getting closer to level 5 himself. 65 supply remaining for him. And Jack, he doesn't have a TP! He can't get out of this! He's gonna lose everything here. Jack was way too ambitious. Why did he look for the fight? Why? And now he's losing it all.
It looks like it, but the Dryads, they are maybe a threat here for Foggy. The Berserker is out and there's not too much to work against it, but Foggy is pushing so hard here, man. Double kill again. 32 supply only for Jack, but 3 experience away from level 6. He does have the mana. He has to protect this talent, like, with everything he has. Like his own eyeball. Portum level 5.5. So many killed units. Main gold mines, 4,000 gold remaining. Jack is going for bears and continues to go for bears. Adept upgrade for the talents to have more mana, I guess.
Maybe Foggy should go into the base, look for an attack. If he hits 5, trigger the ult and then run away. Wait for it to be over and then hit again with 80 supply. Is that the way to do it?
Check without a heal scroll this time.
The experience is the only thing keeping him in this game. I think this attack was a massive mistake. I think you should have just crept up to level 5, and then if you get attacked in your base, defend, and you'll most likely get the ultimate. Alright, Foggy, gonna get a Zeppelin once again.
And the Portum is far away from his expansion. Super far. He needs the staff now. Like, instantly.
It's level 6 for the demon. There we go. Boom! Ultimate unlocked.
And there's no Demon Hunter, of course, for Foggy. There's not enough Wisps to detonate to burn all the mana here. Will Metamorphosis be the saving grace for the second time for Jack? The Ancient Protector, the Engine of War, they're both moving forward. He is on the clock, obviously, as Foggy has 2 gold mines. 1 heal scroll this time, not 2. And he's facing a lot more area of effect.
How are we seeing so many ultimates? This is ridiculous.
Ultimates in every game so far. The army is 4 bears again. There is 3 cyclones on adept. If he is high, no master. If he has cyclone, man, Metamorphosis is not a threat.
I'm going for it though. Oh, that's a good point actually. That's a good point.
Tier 3 would be so good. But he doesn't have the resources to go for it. Doesn't
if
have
Jack
the time.
commits to this attack though, uses Metamorphosis and doesn't win the game here, he might lose the game.
Yeah. Can he break the... Yeah, with that amount of hunters he can break the base, most likely. He's positioning himself between... Oh, nice. Between the base and the expansion. So reinforcements for Foggy are really hard to get in. This is Metamorphosis. Everything is piled up. This AoE hurts like hell. How much damage can he do and how much damage will he take? There is Reju working on him. No Dispel against it at the moment. Also no Fury Fire on this Demon Hunter. He is ignoring him and only goes for the bears.
One of them is dead already. More bears coming in, more region to work with. Next bear is dead. We have 44 supply against 69, but Foggy will be dropping very hard very soon, it seems. Level 6 for the bottom. She has the mana for the ult, but no, she gets burned. She gets attacked as well. Healing potions on him. You shouldn't forget about that one. There we go. Heal pot triggered. Bears dropping very, very low indeed. Demon Hunter and Porter battling it out, and that's an uneven fight. Foggy needs to retreat. He needs to retreat to the back line.
There's no Moonwell for him, only the Zamplin, but there's area of effect and anti-air for this Metamorphosis Demon Hunter. He's super low though, thanks to the Fury Fire. Has he damage? He does have damage to kill him! Oh, no way! Level 7, he gets Reacher, he stays in the game, and the Priestess of the Moon is dead. Foggy calls for the GG. It's all over, and this is 2-1 for Czech. Unbelievable how he gets the level up, exactly what he needs. And whoa, a lot of emotions from Czechman as the stream craps out here, sorry about that.
And we thought this was gonna be easy. We thought this was gonna be Foggy's game, but no. He plays the bottom and he feeds the demon, not just in one game, but in two. And the ultimate is just too much. But it was close.
With his back against the ropes, Foggy's facing elimination because of one kill at the right time. If the Demon Hunter dies, he wins this game, obviously.
This is just too much for my heart. Czech now only one map away from making it into the grand final, and that would be against TH. Foggy, we thought he was unstoppable, but Czech is stopping him in at the moment. If this was a best of 3, this would be over already, but this is a best of 5. Foggy still has a chance. TH was trailing with 1-2 as well against Focus. He came back. Yeah. But this bottom strategy...
I was just about to say that. Do you like that Mass Huntress play? I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't like it too much. It's like, it's so much all in. And it's like, Czech has the perfect answer for it. Stall, tech incredibly fast, then use a bit of time to creep. Because with that tier 3 bonus experience, you rise to level 5. And then it's only Huntress. With bears, it's breakfast for them.
Yeah.
And level 6 changes everything, of course.
And yeah, speaking of the Huntresses, was that too many? Shouldn't he have gone into like double lore and one wind, and then mass dryads and a few talents?
He needs scrolls. So he doesn't have money for 3 production buildings, I guess. But I think, like, another mistake, maybe he was too careful there. If he goes with the Podum to the shop between the expansion and Czech space, he steals the heal scrolls. He gets like them all. Czech has no chance to get heal scrolls there.
By the way, we just hit a new record. We have 4,000 viewers on Back to Warcraft. Thank you very much, everyone tuning in, helping us to set a new milestone here at Back to Warcraft.
Fuck yeah.
This tournament has been awesome so far, and that is in large thanks to you, but most of all, of course, to the players with these amazing games. Are you red by any chance?
I don't know. I can't try. Like
in a moment here. Oh.
And we have another donation here by El Mithas, $5. Awesome game. Captain Hook has resubscribed for 2 months. Thank you guys for the support.
Oh man, Foggy against the ropes. He was against the ropes against WZ basically already in this tournament, where he was behind with 1-0, and he came back.
This is the first time that Foggy is facing a loss. Like, okay, against WFC, yeah, you said it, but against Romantic, that was different. That was just the first map he lost. This must make him a lot more nervous. This is the best chance. He's saying this every time when he comes here. I want to be better than rank 3. I want to be in the final. I want to make at least top 2. I want to win this. Nobody can stop me, he said. But like, Law Light was the big favorite against Czech as well. And yeah. Night Elf Mirror for Czech, man. It seems to be his thing at the moment. And man, I mean, we would be incredibly happy for Foggy if he makes it, but what a story it would be. The first grand final in a big tournament for Czech after 8 years. IESF 2009, he lost that final 2-0 to Sky, and it could be his first big title after 14 years of Warcraft. I mean, that's... What was the StarCraft player who always ends up second? It's kind of like an equal story without being even second. He just holds on and, like, I don't know, like a raccoon gathers some money here and there to be able to provide this living.
Of course it would be awesome for him, and he probably deserves it. But you can't blame us for cheering for Foggy, of course. He has had more success, I guess we could say, in the last couple of last 1-2 years than Czech has, with making it so far in GCS every time. But we're getting worried. Our European hearts are getting worried and getting nervous. I hope Foggy is not getting nervous.
It's AZ. This is a usual Bear Mirror map. Like, even Mass Huntress is incredibly rare here. On TS, it's like we see it here and there with a few pushes, with APs, waves, whatever. On AZ, almost like never seen. Maybe a Huntress transition at tier 2 to help a bit, but this is Bear City.
Most of the time. We have seen Archer Shredder pushes as well. But if that gets scouted early and you figure it out, seems like you should have a decent answer against it. Is your PC dying?
No, it's just the Chinese streams still use Flash, and Flash is known to like crap out. Now I think I lost my Google Chrome instance here. But the stream is okay, so...
Alright, good. Yeah, this Podem strat, man, I don't know about it.
Me neither.
And I think, especially with the Expo being so early, couldn't he have perhaps hit with... I like that he went for tier 2 and Dryads and the talents, but when your Expo is so extremely early, maybe you do stay tier 2, you do stay tier 1 and you get Merc support and you hit like with 65, 70, because again, he gave the Demon Hunters so much time to get the experience. To creep up with a bonus XP on tier 3, and then with all those kills, get towards the ult. It's kind of funny how, against Human, the ultimate of the Warden won every game. Now for Czech, the ultimate of the Demon Hunter wins him every game.
It's kind of a taste of his own medicine. This is, if you're tuning in late, the second semi-final of the day before the first Korean lost the semi-final. TH is waiting. This bracket is wrong, by the way. Czech has not won yet. It is a best of 5. There is one more chance for Foggy to come back and tie this series. Wouldn't it be amazing to see like 3-2, 3-2, showing how close the World Elite is in Warcraft at the moment? With those, like, at least 3 surprises in the semi-finals here.
Yeah.
I think the only one we expected kind of was Foggy.
TH is always somewhere on the radar, but he oftentimes also falls flat. But now making it to the finals once again. And Czech only one step away. We will be loading into map number 4 very shortly, guys.
See the summary of the last game again. Again, so many hunters for Foggy, such high APM, but it was not enough. The fast tech prevails. So far, at least. We do have a few new supporters here, by the way. Schnitzelord for 10-month resub, quite busy last time, so I can't watch you very often, but still I have to support you guys. Thank you very much. Goonies, $20. Thank you for streaming. Keep up the good work. Sanya1, $5. Hey guys, it was very cool to meet you at Gamescom 2015. Awesome that you still support the game so much. Cheering for Foggy, and Bob Kelso with another $20 donation. Thank you, Neo and Remo, for always bringing the best entertainment to us. So, hopefully we bring you not the best entertainment that we can deliver, but also tied up series and another marathon here from Shanghai. Or we'll check in to the final against TH.
Czech is defying the odds, not just today, but yesterday, when it seemed like Loliot should have that match. Historically and recently, both the stats in both regards favored the younger player. Same for today, but Czech now has the lead like he did yesterday. Is it going to be a 3-1 like yesterday? Or can Foggy start his comeback here on Amazonia.
Foggy Balboa in the ropes. He needs your energy. It helped a lot in the last 2 GCS series. Or is it check? He looks very relaxed. He always does, to be honest. And why shouldn't he? 2 match points for him. We go on to AZ.
And Foggy changes it up. We don't have a Huntress opening. We have an Ancient of War creep to start with. When it all comes down to it, when it's to the wire, it seems like he's gonna go back to Bear Mirror. That didn't seem to be his favorite strategy. How well is he practiced it in it currently? We saw yesterday that Czech seems to be very comfortable, as he showed against Lawliot. What about Foggy? So, Demon Hunter on both sides, and this might just be a very straight-up Bear Mirror.
Could be in the 4th match, the first Bear Mirror, as we said on Amazonia. That's quite normal. And it would be so crazy if Czech wins this, man. It would be the 6th playoff game, like 100% win rate for the red player. We have seen this at WCA 2015 at Gamescom. Sometimes a booth is just cursed or whatever, blessed. This will be a lot of creeping as well, I guess. I can't imagine someone going for a big push. We always mention this one game on AZ between Lawliot and Joshishi, where it was a Bear Mirror and there was expansions in the late game, and they were stalling each other for so long. Nobody really wanted to attack, because of course if you attack, if you are the aggressor, you fight against Moonwells, and that is so much healing. And of course faster reinforcements. So they had so much time that actually Lawliot had the time to go for Chimera deck. That happened only once, though. It would be really surprising to see that. Foggy does not deny the creeps here and gets a Ring of Protection. Check on the other side with the same amount of experience and a Gloves of Haste. No real advantage there for him.
Lots of tankiness here for Foggy with the armor and the health. 2 Moonwell tech here by him, it seems. Wisp moving out for the scout, tries to block it here with his own Wisp. Oh, that's pretty nice. Gets the first kill of the game, first blood drawn for the Ukrainian. The next Wisp for him, sees the opponent's Demon moving out towards the middle. The Berserker is a very welcome pickup, and now the Demon Hunters meet for the first time. This is where the tier 2 tech should start, and Foggy is a little bit ahead.
Alright. Oh, actually, his check is still on tier 2. Now does it. The trees of the Ancient of War are getting attacked, but it's only apprentices, so if something is blinking here, don't worry. Nothing is happening over there. Cloak of Shadows can be quite nice at nighttime. Might force a dust or a scan or whatever. It's about those tiny little things here. And like waking up the creeps and getting some damage done. Circle of Nobility for Czech though makes trading a little easier, but he lost quite a bit of HP already, down to 50%.
And he has to heal, that costs a bit of time. That might be enough time to get the Berserker here from the opponent's side of the map. Oh, but he's re-engaging with low HP, however. And this item, especially if it's a Slippers, can be a big pickup. And of course, the experience as well. It blocks the way with the Archer. Well done. No Slippers, but only the Cloak. But the experience goes towards the Ukraine.
Yeah, 2.3.
Gonna finish the camp as well. How many Archers are we gonna see? We have 4 for Foggy. Gonna go for a 5th one. And Czech is gonna go for quite a few as well. He's gonna have 4 in a second here himself. Gonna go for the Hunter's Hall. So is Foggy. So it looks like Bear Mirror at the moment, with nobody looking towards the Shredder push, it seems.
That's true. That would have been an alternative that we haven't pointed out. Shredder pushes became a trend. I guess Remind was one of the first to play it, but it's also very all-in-y, so you have to make it work, otherwise you're dead.
And Foggy's stealing his opponent's Merchant. That's pretty nice. Lots of experience. Wand of Illusion, one of the best items for a Bear Mirror.
I think Czech was the one who used them for scouting. This should not be done by Foggy, I guess. Save it until there's bears, and if you have them, then duplicate your bears. Most of the attacks are... Like, to be honest, it's A-click in Bear Mirror, so they tank a lot of damage, and you don't lose anything except this item. No real HP will be lost there.
Absolutely. And he's level 3 already, so now even looking for aggression, looking for trading could be very beneficial for him. But Czech seems to be able to equalize here shortly with creeping the next camp with the Ancient of War support. In the middle, he's going to take out the Taskmaster. That might be Wands of Illusion for him as well. But Foggy is moving forward. He's expecting this move. He's using the first Wand of Illusion here to scout. And who's going to get the last hit? The bash from the neutrals and the block from the illusion. Can he actually get the surround here and get an early TP? That will be marvelous for him. He could get it. He could get it. And I think he will.
Okay, I take it back. Maybe you should use your illusion and use it to surround your opponent's hero and force him into a down portal. That is the most efficient way, I guess. And, like, from the beginning of the map, I don't know why, but I had the feeling that Foggy is moving so confident and knows exactly every step. What's he doing? Like, the game plan 100% perfectly thought out, and it's working so well. He steals the Renegade with it. Maybe one of the most important items of the map here with the Vamp Aura, if he gets it. Lionheart of Stormwind. Half a protection scroll, but of course the Vamp Aura is the nuts. Boots of Kaltaras are the nuts.
Gonna get a lot of experience here, gonna get close to level 4. Health from the tome, and Czech is at his merchant and is like, huh, there's some stuff missing here. He
That's
is
not
gonna
efficient.
get level 3.
That's absolutely not efficient what he's doing. He's getting level 3, yeah, but the Sasquatch is gone. He doesn't get an item with this spot, and Keeper of the Grove for Foggy, that is a hero for the late game. You could go for a Naga as well, but that is when you want to push pretty hard on the early stages of tier 2 or when you have bears. Keeper of the Grove is the choice for Czech as well. So they want level 2, of course, for the Thorns Aura, which works in the opposite way of Vamp Aura.
He's using the next illusion here to
Went
scout.
off illusion for Foggy again.
Oh, nice. He still has 4 charges now. And the other one will see his opponent. And with that information, he can decide to creep check or go for the next mirror camp.
Creep checks didn't go too well at Rock Golem spots that last refuge.
And he's not going to do it either here, it seems. It's too late now for the Golem. As he drops the Greater Healing Potion, that's going to be very helpful. Staff is already on Czech side, and Fog is going to get his own here. Tier 3, by the way, for the Ukrainian is quite a bit faster. Might be able to find a timing window with this, and gonna get the next Taskmaster spot. If he gets another Wand of Illusion here, that would be the absolute dream. He would have 7 charges with that.
Yeah, but he could duplicate his entire army. Let's see, Engine of War is helping. This is a level 4 Demon Hunter. Oh my god, this is so...
Level 2 for the Keeper as well.
Yeah.
That is an advantage. And level 4 Demon is an advantage. And the Illusions are an advantage. He should absolutely not lose a fight, and that's the reason why he should take a fight.
Zeppelin pretty early on, still a massive archers. He has Dryads to slow, so a little bit of damage. Is the first bear coming? Nope, but the second Dryad, as Passion explained yesterday. This is basically what everybody does.
5 archers against 4, so Foggy has a little more supplies stuck in not useless units, but subpar units compared to bears, which will be coming out now with tier 3 being done for Foggy and finishing up shortly for Czech. If he gets the Mercamp here and the Scourge Bone Chimes, of course, that would be the dream. Or is he going to go towards his natural first? So much creeping, man, for Foggy, getting so much experience and items out of this map.
Exactly. Did you see if the Dryads have this spell already? I'm pretty sure they have, right? Against the Keeper, you go for that pretty early on. Adept upgrade for the Bears is finished. On Czech side, we see it... Oh, should be Master upgrade soon. There we go for Czech. Is it ready for Foggy? No. Oh, he didn't start his Master upgrade. Interesting. He focuses the creeping on the Keeper of the Grove to get level 3 faster to have a better Thorns Aura. The Keeper is still level 1 and the Demon Hunter is still level 3.
Forgetting about the Master, man. Yeah. Foggy. Foggy!
He has no gold at the moment. There we go.
There we go. That's late. It's really late.
It doesn't take that much time. But Czech has it already.
Or players'
finishing
forces are under attack.
Yeah, that's finished.
Roar being used on this Knight of Army for Foggy. This is a lot of damage. A lot of illusions as well. He's gonna use at least one here on his demon. Would love to grab up this Renegade. At least wants to stall until he has Master here.
If he does one big mistake and loses 1 or 2 bears, this could be his elimination and the end of his dream to become the GCS Winter champion. But Master Bears are ready. And now all the cards are in his hands again. All the cards? No. There's the Hero Scroll and an Invo Potion for Czech, who starts to deny his archers, who also has a Wand of Illusion in his inventory. But it's again 5 Illus for Foggy. The Master Bears are there. Everything is roared up. Upgrade wise, 0-0. 0-0.
And he may have fewer bears here soon, but he has the illusions, he has the Ancient of War, and he has wisps as well for the detonate. He pulls out the creeps. Is this the time to go for check? Seems like it. He's approaching, and the Ancient of War will be first to fall. Foggy needs to reposition here. His units are out of position. But now...
Check has no Zeppelin, so Foggy is the only one able to micro these units that way. But on the other side, Check has a good amount of anti-air with still 3 archers at 50 supply. And here we go. Does Check have wisps? Will he bring wisps? No, but mass illusions, and Foggy is the one with the detonates.
Here we go. Wisps moving in. Illusions getting rid of them pretty damn quickly, and he still has some. But we have more bears coming in with more region. The first bear kill will be on Foggy's side. Perhaps, no, he micros it back nicely. Is inside the Zeppelin now. And so far, I think Check lost a bear and he's gonna only get the illusions himself. But now Foggy, his bears are dropping low as well. His backline, though, is dealing quite a bit of damage. Repelling the demon of his opponents. He's dropping very low. He has the healing and will have to use it as well. 48 supply for Foggy against 50 still for Check as well. Demon Hunter once again in trouble. Getting focused with the entangle. Can't get staffed at the moment, but now it ends. Invul transferred. Keeps him alive that way. Counter Invul on Foggy's side. He only has squishy backline units left though, so he needs to be careful not to overextend. The bear gets saved on 1 HP, but he's gonna get the other one.
Exactly. The Ancient of War tried to deny, didn't work. 4.5 for Foggy. The Keeper of the Grove is level 3 with Thorn's Aura level 2, but Foggy needs more bears quickly. Does he have the time now to creep the Renegade with it in the upper left? If he gets the Vamp Aura there, it's almost game. The Demon Hunter is still not level 4. The Keeper of the Grove is 1 level away from level 3. This is a Thorn's Aura advantage for him, but we have 3 bears on the Korean side. And at the moment, 0 for Foggy. 2 in the Zeppelin, but he can't work with them.
Player's forces are under attack.
Upgrades are coming though. 50 supply.
He has the time though.
He still has 4 archers.
Check is too afraid to look for a fight. He probably knows about his hero level discrepancy, disadvantage. And he's gonna give this over for Foggy. He found 1 aura before, that wasn't a good one. Come on, RNGesus. We just want 1 item here.
He gets 2 of them. It's
oh yeah, there we go.
Somebody wants game 5 as it seems. But Check is well aware that he can't go for an open fight. He is going for the Entangled Gold Mine, as it seems. Foggy, does he scout this? There is a Wisp. It's nighttime, though. He should have Ultra Vision by now. And it seems like he's going for a town... He does have a town portal.
Yeah. It's only... Yeah, 3 bet. What's the upgrades?
He steals Invul and Heal Scroll. That's nice. 1-1 on him, but here comes the drop.
How quick does he react? We have the unload. He's not going for the tree. He's going for the Entangled Gold Mine. TP home is coming already. The Zeppelin is flying away. And it will get away safe.
Can of course scan, but it's too far away. Check buying more time.
But for what?
Yeah. Foggy has 3 auras now. Thorn's Aura 2, Devotion Aura, and Vamp Aura.
And of course, Check just saw this and he must be like, oh goddamn, how do I win a fight? 1-2 upgrades for Foggy. He doesn't really have the lumber to go for anymore.
Engine of Wind for the Hippo against the Zeppelin play. He doesn't want to lose to this. Bear goes in for... What is he going for now? What do you want? Maybe just being picked up? Yeah. Save Passage. And Foggy can go for the red spot with this. There could be more auras, like Warsong Battle Drums, for example.
I would not be opposed. Oh, but the Zeppelin might make its way towards the main again, and now there is a TP. Okay, Foggy plays it safe, doesn't want to take a risk. He has a town portal once again. The Granite Golem dies quickly to all of this damage. Quickly enough, though, to kill it before the Zeppelin unloads. I think so. I think so. I do believe so. He needs to be quick with this, though. Finds a crystal ball, not what he wanted. In the main base, once again, bears unloading, and TP once again very quickly. How aggressively this time? Uh-oh, the Zeppelin's in trouble! The Zeppelin!
Nope. Not enough damage.
Not in too much trouble.
But did he finish the Hippo?
It's coming right now.
It's coming. And then he's in trouble. Kind of reminiscent of a Luciferin versus Moon game back on Melting Valley, if you remember that. WC3L days back in 2009, I would say.
Demon is level 5, by the way, already.
Yeah. And stole 1 heal scroll and 1 protection scroll. He has 2 heal scrolls. Engine of Wind by Check as well, by the way.
And of course, this is a little expensive for Foggy, having to buy the TPs, but he can sell the crystal ball, just got money from regular creeping. Zeppelin now being attacked by Czech, who was unloading. But here comes the Zeppelin. The Hippo.
He needs to unload that TP. I don't know if he has the time. He walks in. Oh, stabs him out. But the Keeper of the Grove, what can he do with them? He does have a staff of teleportation, but of course Entangle cancels it. Can he reach? He reaches for slow. He buys a lot of time and actually just walks away with it. Oh, the staff of the Keeper. But yeah, he can staff now, that's true. Mana burn, right click's not enough. Good play by Czech, man. Getting out of that situation with without anything. No way.
Bottom right.
No way, it is Chimera Roost.
Are you kidding me? Is it actually gonna work? It takes forever though to get 2 chimps aren't gonna be good enough to win this game. 4 maybe. But probably he needs more.
Czech has a Hippogriff on its own. That is the only chance for Czech to win.
He's being threatened in the main, though. He's threatening the counterattack himself, but he's gonna be later there. 3 bears, however, only for Foggy. No, but never mind. He has 4. How many for Czech? He has 5 inside the Zeppelin.
Zeppelin is coming into his main. But we see Exodus here from a few wisps. Czech is supply stuck, so the Chimeras can, the roosts are there, but what to do? Oh, Foggy unloading the Zeppelin here now. Defenses Tree of Eternity, mass repair and draw.
He doesn't have a TP. He can't get home.
Oh no. Oh no.
But it's enough.
Look,
it's
yeah,
enough
he
repair.
holds it.
It's enough repair.
Uprooting the Ancients of Lore. But yeah, Moonwells now for Czech. He needs them. Foggy bought himself a little more time with the Moonwell kill. But will it be enough? And he still did not scout it. Why would you scout it there, to be honest? That never happens.
He's supply stuck, of course, so can't make any chims at the moment. Zeppelin will be found. There is a protection hippo to keep it safe with, but the other hippo is stronger. We have 1-1 versus 2-2. So, and also using reju on it. Oh, that's pretty cool. So this is only a matter of time before the Zeppelin. Oh, the Zeppelin is going to crash and burn in a second here. Oh, nice staff out, and the Keeper will TP out of this and will save everything.
Wow, both are on such a high level here, man. They always have the reaction to the reaction to the reaction. The Demon Hunter can't get to level 6. He can't like kill anything anymore. And now the clock is on Foggy for the first time. Czech plays it so smart with all his experience. He makes it work. Maybe even the influence of Lawlight, who was the first to show this play to us. Back then, he ate his way from the expansion into this position to build it there. Foggy is not breaking upkeep. 47 supply. Of course, Czech is at 60 now. He must suspect something. Sees the Zeppelin again. The Hippo, did he see it? He must have seen it.
Foggy has a TP again. Maybe he should just throw... Oh, is he gonna... He's gonna show him. He's gonna lead the Hippogriff right there. He knows about it.
No, he can't see it. He knows about the base, but he doesn't know about the chimps, does he?
He saw it. The vision range is huge. I'm pretty sure he saw it. He's buying something at the laboratory. Zapper time. Level 4 for his Keeper of the Grove. He could just go for the Tree of Eternity, perhaps.
Sure.
He has a TP to get home as well if he needs to. These bears have 2-3 upgrades with Roar. They're crazy.
He doesn't use the Zapper. TP's the Zapper with him. Okay, Entangle. He gets another bear. Oh, Entangle on the Zapper. That was the second Zapper used. Maybe Rejuice saves him or Moon Juice. Oh,
Dispel.
Dispel.
What a crazy bear mirror.
Okay.
How many chimps do we have? 2.
2 hippos. The Demon Hunter, of course, is a force to be reckoned with being able to attack air. Also, an Orb of Venom on the Keeper of the Grove. Their damage is massive, though. Foggy is going for the 3-1 upgrade. He scans to make sure.
He sees it. All right. Mass Dryads and Mass Hippos now for him.
57 supply. He's a little low on lumber because he invested into the 3-3 against 1-1. Whoa. And Czech is again supply stuck. Foggy with that go for the Moonwells again.
This seems to be Foggy's game. It's of course not over yet, but he has the lead.
Dude, I will never count out Czech anymore. Corrosive Breath upgrade. Okay, don't know if he needs that ever.
once Foggy gets to a good number of hippos, he should be able to win this airfight, I think.
Dryads, of course, can't be attacked. And Czech needs, like, where's Czech's anti-air actually?
Yeah, he had a couple of hippos.
He has one.
One here.
I mean, chimps are great, but if you face 2 hippos plus Dryads plus this Demon Hunter... Oh my god. If this fails for Foggy, it's game. That is over, but yeah, 7.
He uses the crystal ball again. Sees, all right, you're
First
huddling
good use of
down
the
there.
crystal ball ever, maybe.
A little bit more experience for his Keeper of the Grove.
Actually, the Vamp Aura affects the Hippogriffs as well.
Yep.
And yeah, Thorn's Aura is still better, so the Hippogriffs that attack the Hippogriffs take more damage.
And especially the upgrades. It's still 1-1 versus 3-3. Yeah, these hippos are gonna shrek.
What is Czech's plan B2 or plan C or whatever you want to call it?
Maybe if he fights in between all his Moonwells, he can do it.
Yeah, it's 5 Moonwells, 6 Moonwells there. It's not super wells though.
Foggy has like all the upgrades.
Yeah.
He has 3-3 and Wellspring. And now getting Nature's Blessing as well.
Because the main gold mines are about to expire. 200 gold remaining. And only 80 for Czech, of course. The main base for Foggy was attacked, so he saved a little bit. But yeah, it's gonna be 80 food for Foggy most likely. And only now Czech at 60. Scans again. 3 Chimeras. The Hippo scouts it. Czech has 2, 3, 4 hippos, I think. 6 there. In a normal world, there's no way Foggy loses this.
Only way he loses is this is fighting into all these Moonwells, and then the healing does it for Czech.
But he can expand afterwards. It's not like there's a timing going up for Czech where he wins the game with.
Yeah. Foggy's tree is gonna walk over. He's gonna set up the expansion, and Foggy can go for the Tree of Eternity on his opponent's side.
Yeah.
And just not follow all the way into the Moonwells.
Yeah, exactly, man. This is mental warfare at the moment. Czech is stalling for such a long time. But there's a level difference on the Demon Hunter. There's 2 level differences on the Keeper of the Grove. There is 4 upgrades ahead for Foggy. There is a better Thorn's Aura. There is a Vamp Aura. There is a Devotion Aura. Addition to that, there's 2 heal scrolls and a protection scroll. So how in the world should Foggy lose this?
I don't know. Hero kills usually is the answer to that question if it looks so one-sided. Czech is going to position himself next to the gold mine. He can't win a fight here. He needs to retreat to the Moonwells, but he's exposing his Moonwells. He's walking away from his Moonwells. It's dangerous for him. Maybe the Ancients can help him.
The Ents are walking, and the Ents are protecting the bears a bit. There's no big damage against them.
The Tree of Eternity kind of won his game against Lawliot, where it seemed like he had lost that game.
He doesn't want to fight against the Ancients. Exactly. Lawliot showed him, don't fight against the Tree of Eternity. He takes out the lore first. Here we go. The Hippos of Czech are being eliminated super fast. And now he goes for the Chimeras. The first one is down. The second one. Holy cow. They are just eating through it like a rabid Wolverine. All the Kims are gone.
3 hippos with roar. It's just too much damage. Are you kidding me? Czech at 29 supply against 69.
Demon Hunter is staffed out, but staff's out is just a bit away. This has to be it, man. The Keeper of the Grove is under pressure. There is nothing to save him. And Tangle right clicks. GG map 5.
All right, guys. Hope remains alive. Hope remains alive. We are going full distance again.
Damn, I thought you would go for the rhyme there.
Sorry, I missed it.
Hope remains alive. We go to map 5, you know, but no, whatever. Foggy was against the ropes, but he fights back. He's back swinging. And we go full distance in the second semifinal as well. And what will the map be?
Echo? No, Echo was vetoed.
Echo was vetoed.
Twisted.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Honestly, I forgot it.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is just too stressful, man.
I think that was such an incredibly strong showing by Foggy from moment 1 on in this map, everything went into his favor. He had the better creep route, he had the better decision making, he had the better micro moments. He had, like, everything was thought out, especially his creeping was surreally good.
Yep. One thing that worries me about TM, historically, a good and oftentimes played Potom map. And Potom got her ass whooped when she went up against the team.
Yeah, but
so far.
when both players went Potom, Foggy was superior.
I don't think that that's going to be done by Czech again, though.
Lots and lots of options on TM in Night of Mirror. Basically everything can happen again. We could see a Bear Mirror, we could see range, we could see Potom, we could see an AP push, we could see an Engine of War push, something that Remind again brought into the metagame, just like the Shredder push on AZ. It's very hard to speculate what's to come now. I mean, we can just... I don't want to lean back, but viewers at home, lean back, enjoy the show. Yeah. It's going to be awesome. If it's something similar to Moon versus Czech in 2009, where once again a WC3L game with Zeppelins, with glaive throwers shooting tiny little holes into the forest, dropping with the Zeppelin, attacking the trees of life there. I mean, everything is possible on TM. Wow, 4.5k viewers? Holy shit. Yeah, record shattered, I guess, again. And it's not even the final. Game is up, TM it is.
TH is watching these games and he's waiting for his opponent. He's waiting up there in the grand final. We all thought this was going to be easy for Czech. Everyone keeps underestimating Czech.
Yeah.
But now, on the last map, he has a chance to prove us all wrong on Twisted Meadows.
Did we see Foggy on TM so far? I don't think
so. I mean, against Human?
I think he vetoed it all the time. Against Human at least.
Nah, he but
it's a different... Oh, okay. Okay, they're here. They're in the game. They said, start this game. Czech was mocking Foggy a bit before. Will it bite him in the ass? Just a little trolling, I think that's fine.
Bringing some spice into this series, nothing wrong with that.
And again, the third 3-2 series in the entire playoffs, the second semifinal that goes full distance. And if this happens at the grand final, we're going to see 7 more maps, man.
And it will, of course, be amazing. Would be a long and exhausting day for us, but well worth it.
Yeah. The difference, by the way, if you reach the final or not, is at least twice the prize money. 6,000 for the winner, 3,000 for the runner-up, 1,500 for the third place, and 1,200 for the fourth place. Which would, of course, be the biggest disappointment for everybody who shows up here in the last day of GCS. It's been an incredible joyride. Even the group stage was so much better than it was last time.
Absolutely. So many sick groups. We may have started off a little slow, admittedly, with Group A, but what happened after was...
I like the Orc Mirrors.
Oh, well, good for you, Neo.
We have a new supporter here. Thank you very much. Where did we stop? I think Trian, Foggy Take My Energy, $5 donation. Pegas San has subscribed here, and Inmad has donated $10 to us. Been watching for years, finally wanted to support you guys. Great games today, keep it up, man. Big smile on our faces with all the viewers that we could gather here.
Oh, so many amazing games today on the last day of the playoffs for GCS. Basically, ever since the last GCS ended, for the last 3 months, we've been looking forward to this day to crown the champion. And when it is with such amazing and entertaining games, it's like even better. Second semifinal of the day, we're going to have 4 series for today. After this one, we're going to have third place decision and then the final.
Yeah.
Who's
Focus
gonna
is
make
waiting
it
there.
In the third place decider, yeah.
Could be like, it would be so funny, funny for us, not for him, if history repeats and he is eliminated in the semifinal by TH and then gets third place, like at WCG 13. But let's not talk about that game. Let's not talk about Focus. It's all about Czech, and it's all about Foggy. He needs energy, man. It's almost 8 p.m. here. He didn't sleep that well. This day will be long. So hands up!
Guys, give him your energy. He needs it. Needs it to finally be able to improve on his third place. Last time he wasn't able to. He wants to get top 2 at least. He's only one step away. Only one single map away, Neo. Twisted Meadows, the last map we have remaining here. Oh my goodness. The tension, you can feel it. There is a bit of nervous silence going on in the halls. People only moving if they have to.
But you hear the roars when not only from the bears in Warcraft, but also from the audience room where the Koreans are sitting, where Ugri is sitting, where Jesterhead is sitting. Of course, a little war there between the European faction, and the Chinese are supporting Foggy pretty heavily too, I guess. But that doesn't matter. All that matters is how well are these two players doing now, and who will make their dream come true and make it into the finals. Check. Nobody thought that he would make it this far. Nobody. And now he's one map away.
One map away, indeed. Are both. And as we head into the last map, I am relieved to see there's not going to be a Hunter's opening and not going to be a Potom opening for Foggy. We're going to go with an early Ancient of War once again. Going to start creeping here. Going to get almost level 2 with his Demon Hunter. And check. Maybe a little lucky here, not only with his color, but with the starting positions. He is close to the Merc Camp. That will give him Merc Camp support and access early on. And level 2 immediately.
To that, also a big consumable can be found there. Foggy, though, can finish this spot here, then eat through the trees, and has a fairly safe passage to kill that mercenary camp as well. But as you said, it takes a little bit more time. Once more, the statistics between the two players. Czech versus Foggy is super duper close. Now it stands at 26-21 in all matches they have played together. In series it's still 8-6 in favor of Foggy. Fourth GCS participation for the Ukrainian. First he made it to the playoffs, was eliminated in round 1 there. Afterwards 2 third places. Czech, it's only his third participation, but by far his best result. In the fall, he was good. For the summer edition, he didn't even qualify, as we had only 3 Koreans there. It's Demon Hunter, it's Demon Hunter. They are out. Creeping starts.
Alright, so what do we want here? 1 of Mana Stealing plus a Glock of Shadows, please, for Czech. On the other side, we need some Claws of Attack. So far, so good. We have no Hunter's Hall coming on either side, so we might go into a Bear Mirror here once again. And we have Invul and Gauntlets, so not bad items for Czech at all. He saw the opponent creeping with a Wisp scouting from him, and Ring of Protection for Foggy. This is not the ideal start for the Ukrainians. Gonna get the remaining parts of this camp. But now, with a level advantage for the Demon, of course... Wait, did we deny something? No, it's just not done yet. Yeah, this is gonna be good trading possibilities for Czech.
Does he want to attack the Engine of War? No, he doesn't. Demon Hunter is level 2 now, but the Demon Hunter of Foggy is level 2 now as well, with a little Brute. Can't be contested by Czech, but the trades... Ooh, this is not looking even. Big damage rolls here for Czech, as Foggy is down to 50%. And there is the Shadow Priest for Czech already. Yep. Tier 2 tech for Foggy, and Czech is slightly behind.
And that Shadow Priest, over time, with the heal, is gonna be able to save you a lot of moon juice. He's gonna get the Circlet of Nobility here as well at the shop. Gonna pay for it with a few hit points. More than just a few, one might say. But he gets it regardless.
Yeah. He can afford it with this. Engine of War is not eating through the trees yet, but he starts lunchtime now.
Pretty late lunchtime here, as nighttime begins. By the way, tech between the two is pretty damn close, a little faster for Foggy, but because he didn't have to repair with a Wisp, he was able to squeeze in another Moonwell here with a 3 Moonwell tech, so he's gonna have a little bit more moon juice, more easily accessible. Now he is through the forest, he's probably gonna get his own mercenaries here, I imagine. He wakes up the creeps, and we'll get almost level 3 for this.
Double Trolls, the Shadow Priest and the Berserker. What can he get? Rock Golem, it's a Mantle of Intelligence, decent for the second hero, also a Potion of Greater Healing. It's nice, so they can't complain here at all. Foggy with a level 2.6 Demon Hunter.
And interesting approach here by Czech trying to ras with only the Demon. What is he really hoping to accomplish? He couldn't do too much, maybe
He's
just for the
creeping.
sake of scouting. Yeah, he can creep at the same time, of course. With a Demon Hunter, it would be a little bit faster. And I think he denied a creep or two, but gets the claws of attack. He's gonna be very thankful for those. And Foggy looking towards the next null camp. In the main bases, what do we have? Hunter's Hall, yes, for Foggy. And it's a little late. Something that he was almost known for a while. For Czech, it will be on time.
If he goes for Naga, though, I think it's okay-ish. Lots of haste here. Claws found by Czech. So the inventory is definitely better for the Korean here. Claws attack again. This will make quite a bit of a difference later on in the game. And he finally finds level 3 for him. But Twisted Meadows is so big that Foggy can catch up on items. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a lot of time. And it's not that late. It's just a few seconds. Of course, on this level, a few seconds matter. But he can transition with another Berserker, maybe.
Foggy going into the main. Is he looking to cancel some lures, perhaps? This would be a decent timing, but they are actually not even coming up yet. The Ancient of Wonders, however, looking mighty juicy. Second hero is not yet coming for Czech. He could make one for Foggy. It is the Keeper of the Grove coming, but the Naga is the response from Czech himself.
Oh, interesting. That is a lot of damage now.
Will Foggy have to TP out of this? With a cold arrow coming his way here in a second, this could be dangerous. He finds the first kill though onto the Shadow Priest and threatening a lot of damage here with his demon, but the control from the cold arrow. Oh, but the Naga of course also needs to be careful about the strong
With the
demon
two
hunter.
claws, this might result, but he runs away from the cold arrow. Good thinking by Foggy, and also great timing. Czech was ahead a little bit in tech. Czech had the Hunter's Hall earlier, so the Engines of Lore were a little delayed. He gets the damage on the Shadow Priest finally. But with that, he caught up, and I think, yeah, has a bit of a timing advantage now.
And I like this second hero choice because this means the later we go, the better it is for Foggy with the Keeper of the Grove. When he gets to level 3, when he has the 2 aura advantage, when you have big bear clashes, that is a massive advantage for Foggy. So, does that mean that Czech must look for ending the game early or another advantage somewhere else? And that most likely would mean an expansion. But an expansion Bear Mirror? That is very unusual.
I think I've seen Foggy doing it. And again, Vamp Auras, a lot of Vamp Aura possibilities. Here he starts, as he started on AZ, and let's take this as a good omen, as he finds the Devotion Aura. Helped him. Oh, this time he sells it. On the other side, Czech with... What did we find? Oh, Battle Giant Strength. Good for the Naga at this point. Later he will sell it, I guess, but against the Entangle, Mana Burn right clicks.
But right
Speaking
now, with
of
his
which,
creep check, there's going to be Entangle.
There's no staff.
May have to TP out of this.
Good control. First he's going on the Berserker, and then I think the Naga looks pretty juicy, but also Keeper. It's out of mana now. Nice Mana Burn from Czech, controlling the Keeper of the Grove here, but Invul Potion forced, and that was quite a big investment, but they trade Berserkers here. But forces the Town Portal.
Oh, the damage!
Entangle. Is it enough though? Naga? No.
Alright.
But again, Foggy with a better engagement.
Yeah. TP forced, Invul forced, and the Berserker is dead regardless. That oh no, wait, he still has the big Invul. That was the small
Yeah,
Invul.
it was
Okay.
small Invul.
Okay.
But Czech is scouting here for the expansion. Be the normal position for Foggy to do it, of course, with these positions. Maybe he goes to the
moving
north.
forward. That one archer looks like a free kill. Thank you very much as the walk lays off Asinov find the next kill. Going towards the Naga, diving deep. Going for the Demon Hunter now with the Entangle. Is he going to force the Invul right here? Not just yet.
He doesn't have a staff. I'm a little worried about this Demon Hunter, but he is fast enough with the boots of speed. Big Invul Potion force, and that's exactly what he wanted.
Oh, nice. And
Keeper
disengage.
save, Demon Hunter save. And yeah, again, nice engagement. Gets the kill on the archer, gets the big Invul. And does he want to stay in there? Heal Scroll, okay.
Invul isn't going to be lasting for too much longer. And there we go. Can he kill him? No. Didn't have the mana for the Entangle. Going for the Dryad now, though. Foggy smelling blood in the water. There's barely anything that Czech has. He's going to get this Dryad here as well. He's down to only 31 supply.
And he still has the big healing potion. A very nice item to trade with in exactly that stage. And now, Reju. Usually it should be Czech doing this play here, being the aggressor. But it's Foggy. Tier 3 is finished. He's going for backpack upgrade.
I saw that as well.
So he can get the staff, he can get the orb, but now the Demon Hunter is going home anyway. This time he doesn't forget or delay his Master Bears. It's quite a bit faster than it is for Czech, and all the Moon Juice is gone.
And Czech, man, he must feel so afraid. He has only 2 bears at the moment, and those not even with Master. He's gonna have it in a second, though. And Foggy, look at his confidence. Even with the demon so far away, he's poking, he's prodding. He's looking for weakness. And his DH is coming from the main with the orb, not with the staff. Didn't want to wait those 15 more seconds for those 150 more gold. And now, looking for the next engagement. He has the way bigger and stronger force at the moment.
Is there an upgrade already? No, there's not, of course. Not at this point of the game. Demon Hunter is also close to 4. With level 2 evasion, he becomes a massive tank. Raw being used. 2 bears going for the Moonwells again. That was his strategy to win him map 4. Will this repeat? Oh, Demon Hunter does tank quite a bit, but he gets the... Oh my god, counter kill! Heal potion being bought there, but only the small one. Foggy has the big one. Nice block. Oh my god, this block
so
is
well done.
Beautiful.
Staff is on cooldown, but he can't find the kill on the opposing demon, going for this bear right now, nicely saving itself into the little nook in the corner. Demons need to be careful. Healing potion has been popped by Foggy. Ward doesn't want to dive too deep. He's gonna get the first bear of this game, but 2 of his are very low. Rejuvenation coming in for him right now. The dispel comes a little bit late, perhaps. TP out. Can he save both of his bears? That would be great. No, one of them dies, but he saves the other.
I think it was still okay. Check with a strong defense, despite there being almost no mana in the Moon Juice. He invested a bit, though, into items, but it really hurt Foggy that he didn't have the staff.
Is Foggy gonna go over again? Does he need to be this aggressive? When he's the one with the keeper, is this a risk?
Mark of the Claw
That will
is being
hurt him.
researched. He went to the shop, gets a Scroll of Healing and a Scroll of Protection. He really wants to end this. Does he have staff now? Still not.
And Foggy, you don't have a TP, Invul, or a Zeppelin. If he loses the Demon Hunter here, I'm getting worried, Neo. I'm getting worried.
Wisps are coming. His keeper is strong, though.
Why is he playing this so aggressive, man? He's been...
Engine of War made his way over. He walked across the entire map.
3 bears versus 2 at the moment.
But they block each other. Also the Demon Hunter. At the moment, not a good position for Foggy. Wisps are coming for the detonate, but Check has them ready as well. It's 3 bears against 3. Keeper or Naga. Demon Hunter again tanking massive hits.
This Ancient of War, though, man, doing so much tanking. Level 4 for the Demon Hunter behind this. First bear for Foggy dropping very low. He doesn't have a staff.
Entangle.
Does have it. Dispel against the Entangle, though. Everything is dropping low, however, for Check. Some of the Wisps here are falling as well. This Ancient of War, man, tanking so much damage. The Demon Hunter has to be staffed out. So many of these bears now so hurt. We have the Entangle coming in and the Focus Fry. Nice Dispel, though. Keeps him safe. At least one of them. One of the bears will fall finally for Check. He might even get the next one. 2 bears down. Foggy moving forward, ignoring the Ancient of War now. Going for the Demon Hunter next. Healing Potion. Oh, Moonwell heals him up here. Foggy moving forward. But going into this little choke is a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, he shouldn't overcommit against all these trees here. Orcworker did the same mistake. We don't want to lose 2 Europeans against Czech because they overcommit to their base. But it's level 3 on the Keeper of the Grove. Foggy plays it smart. Another bear down. He goes for the Demon Hunter. Is this his way into the final? Not yet. The Demon Hunter is down, though. He wants to go in, but don't dive too deep. He's moving forward. It's basically only the heroes remaining for Czech. The Naga is surrounded there. The Naga falls. There's no staff anymore. The Demon Hunter falls. And Foggy is top 2 of the world if he doesn't fuck this up massively. This has to be it. Czech doesn't want to tap out. The dream was so real. Doesn't want to disappoint his wife and daughter. But it looks like it. He's wiping the floor in the main base. There's no hope. There is absolutely no hope for the Korean. Level 5 GG. Foggy makes it.
Oh, man, he made us sweat. He made us nervous, but he makes it through top 2 guaranteed. Best performance ever by him. And now, once again, the European hope is alive for a championship in China. You can see the relief on his face, man. That was closer than he would have liked it, but he prevails.
That is not the massive punching Foggy. This is not the Tenshin Han that we've seen before. This is just exhaustion and relief. And how well deserved it is gonna be. Foggy versus TH4. So far, it's 3-0 at GCS competitions. No, it's 3-1 actually, I think, at GCS competitions. But the last 3 series have been won by Foggy. Will TH finally overcome his nemesis? Or will we have a European world champion? Unbelievable story happening here in Shanghai. Foggy down 2-1. He was struggling a bit when the Chimeras came up. But what a freaking hell of a comeback in this series. Massive shout out to Czech, though. Crazy, crazy fight from the Korean. Big accomplishment.
Julian, could you try to get Foggy here? I imagine he wants to come, but just to make sure. We want to hear from the man of the hour. We should have a bit of time before the game number 3. Of course, Czech just played his match. That will be our next one, obviously.
It's going to be a bigger break now, I guess. So exhausting for him. We see Focus versus Czech now as the game for third. But that is, of course, only a little bit to give Foggy a break there, I guess. He needs that. And I guess he needs a coffee as well. So...
entertaining game so far.
Hell yeah.
Our last game of GCS is not disappointing in the slightest. We've seen lots of Podums. We've seen Panda second. We've seen Blood Mage first. And we have our finalists now. TH and Foggy. That's the big story. But the story first, the next one, will be who makes it to the Super GCS. Happening soon. The best Korean of this tournament will be determined after our next series, which will start in probably like 20 minutes before we want to get a word in with the winner, though. Czech made him struggle more than anybody else. Romantic put up a hell of a fight and made him have to work hard for that as well. But there he won with 3-1. And now again he goes up against Human. So many matchups against Human in this tournament. Yeah. And that is historically his best matchup. And just a reminder, his Warden is unbeaten.
He's 5-1 against Human in this tournament. He is 5-0, I guess, with Warden in this tournament. Foggy is coming. I give you the honor to do this.
There you are. Foggy, take a seat, please. Put on the microphone so people can hear you. You made it close. You played quite a bit of Podum. That worked on the first map. That didn't work on the other two. We were getting nervous. What went wrong with the Podum? Why didn't that work?
Demon Hunter is better.
We thought so too. Is that something you only learned today? Did you think before that maybe you could make it work?
Actually, I think that I need more practice the strategy because my micro 80 limit is not good. I think that second game, I should use Zeppelin and save more units. So maybe it's the case that goal is win one fight, 80 supply versus 60 bears.
Yeah, and you decide to fight at 80 supply. Could it also have been possible to fight a little bit earlier, maybe 65, 70? Or is it or is it better to fight at 80?
I think maybe if I come early, maybe it's better than... Because I have come and DH level 5 and I forgot by Zeppelin, so my micro was bad. I lost many hunters. It's free experience. So I was really disappointed because at the beginning I made expansion very easy and made 8 supply very easy. So and after I lost second game,
did you get nervous then?
No, now for me it's 4 GCS, so no nervous. I know that if I know that I was play better than Czech, but few mistakes. So next games I will play with no mistakes and still can win.
And after that second game, you say you didn't get nervous, but you thought, all right, Podum, not so good, so we play standard.
But on AZ, it was my plan, play standard. So I choose AZ, and last map was TM. And
you can play Podum on TM.
Yeah,
right?
I think about it. I think if TM I win Podum, it will be amazing.
No, I was so glad you didn't go for Podum.
But
it's so dangerous.
But you know, on AZ, Demon Hunter works so well.
Yeah.
So clear, just. And I'm actually very lucky that I saw his chimera.
Yeah. Your hippogriff was flying over it,
So
right?
crystal ball is maybe a good item.
Sometimes.
Good that I no sell this item, so I.
When you finally won, we go into the last map here a little more precisely. You had the Keeper of the Grove. He had the Naga. So usually the longer...
Last map?
Yeah, last map. Usually the longer the game goes, the better it is for you. But why did you keep on being so aggressive?
When I got potion of 500,
Greater healing, yeah?
Great of Healing, it means that you can go Talon Rush or just Mass Archer Rush, because this item is good. But I decided to play very safe. And when you play Rush, you should take Naga. But I decided, well, Foggy, no risk.
Stay calm.
Stay calm, Keeper. But Czech, he took Naga because have taken Naga because he was scary about Rush coming, so he picked Naga, and it was very good situation for me because he can't go creep because I have catched him on shop.
Yep.
So it's no reason just go creep. I can just push, and situation is better for me because Keeper have aura, Naga without mana, very bad hero without boots. So he just I had Gratian healing potion, so it's just no mistakes and GG for Czech, and I did it.
Was very good. And now finally you have improved on your third place. Now you are top 2, and now you go up against TH. That's a rematch. You already played him before, and there it seemed like it was an easy win. So
actually,
tell me what happened after the first time you played him.
We watched replays, but TH maybe play bad in group stage. After group stage, he play much better.
Okay,
and
but
in playoff also it's other TH.
But there was something that happened between TH and you in the group. What happened there after the game?
With TH?
Yeah. After you won.
Maybe he thinks that I'm a little strong, so he need play more better.
I mean, what you did, after the game. Don't you know what I mean?
I just normal. He type GG after score 2-0. I go to his room and give him my hand and like GG. I don't think so.
You think he's a little mad at you? You think he thinks maybe Warden a little too imba? You yourself said yesterday that the Warden is imba.
I think that he just play bad with me because Romantic have played much better with Warden.
Yeah.
So it will be very interesting final.
Yeah. So far you are unbeaten versus Human, and you've played it a lot. That seems to be your strongest matchup. Do you feel confident that you will win this final?
Yeah, I feel very confident, but I think that in final it will be another TH, like not a group stage, because now best of 7 and it's final, so it's different. So
everyone in Europe, of course, is cheering for you. Everyone was giving you their energy, and it worked. And finally, you are in the final. We're all so happy for you, and so looking forward to the game as well. Of course, first we're going to have the best of 3. The third place decider, best of 5 between Czech and Focus to find out who's the best Korean, to find out who's going to go to Super GCS. We're going to see this man later today or here in China tonight. I thank you very much for Foggy, for the interview, I mean, Foggy. And we're going to see you again later. We're going to see you guys in just a moment. We're going to head into a short break. And then it's going to be Night Elf versus Orc in the Korean match for 3rd place.